And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the best fun show you can go to on a Monday. Heidi ho, neighbors. Ron Bradley with us, MJ joining us. And guess what, folks? You know it. It's a Monday, right? It's Monday? I think it's a Monday.
Well, it's Monday. We're back again.
It's Monday, boys and girls, let's party! It's Monday, boys and girls, let's party!
And that means it's party time, and it is the week you have been waiting for so long, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars is back. Or is it? Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's not Christmas, Lucasfilm. I'm sorry. All right, boys and girls, we got a heck of a week on the way, and don't miss out. This Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Pro Show, we'll have the live review of The Mandalorian and Grogu. 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursday night, live review of The Mandalorian and Grogu. But we're going to get at it, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we got lots of stuff to talk about, and it's coming your way. Get ready, because the biggest news when it comes to Disney is here right now. Journalists, grab your jumbo pencils and start taking tomorrow's headlines.
You are a sad, strange little man.
I didn't know that. You're telling me now for the first time.
All right, let's get ready to dive in, starting off with our beautiful super chatters out there. The dream to stream comes true because of you every single day. Stormweaver for 5. Good afternoon to That Park Place. Good afternoon to you, Stormweaver. But it's not, but it is. The Jedi Kenneth has become a YouTube member. Happy to have you. Welcome aboard. By the way, folks, did you enjoy the member-exclusive live stream Friday night? It's great to be a member, all right. Right here on That Park Place. Ruby Hoove gifting another membership so that others can join in the fun. The first Dragon Queen for 5. I'd rather watch Lorne versus this chicken. Oh, that chicken. Oh, I see that chicken. Oh, neato. Then Mando, yet still going. Why? Well, that's in today's review. Culture has the package pro, hugs for all. Can't wait to see it. First Dragon Queen, thank you so much. Good to see you out there. Stormweaver, but it is for 5. Hi, Pro, MJ, and Ron Bradley. MJ, how are you today?
I'm fabulous. I had a great weekend.
Tell us about your fabulous weekend.
Oh, purple potatoes, ribs, and Gina Carano. It was all good, even though it was only 17 seconds.
You were very happy to see that she has lost so much weight and got into such physical great shape, and that she seems happy now, right?
Well, I mean, just to see her in her element, she came out, she was in her zone. She was just like happy, enthusiastic, full of class and grace, and she's a lady, and she will always be a winner, and she's inspirational to all of us women out there, in my opinion.
100 pounds. 100 pounds in a year and a half, and after all that she went through with Disney and some personal private life stuff. Exactly. What an amazing story. Stormweaver for 5. Sorry, my cell crashed when Mr. CD was on last week. Critical drinker. Oh yeah. No, Stormweaver. Did you want to talk to the drinker? Did you want to get a message in? Next time we'll get the win for you. All right, folks, we've got stories. They're on the docket. We are going to rock it, because it's all we know how to do. And if you're here, by the way, more than 100 of you joining us right now across the Tickety Talks, the Instagrammies, and everywhere else we might be. If you're just joining us, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your pops that we're covering everything up in here. And boy, oh boy, what a show do we have for you. Ron, are you ready to talk about this Pedro Pascal fiasco? Should we talk about that, Ron?
Sure.
Ron, you don't sound as enthusiastic. You sound like...
So every time I hear the guy's name, Pedro is not the word I think of. There's another P word that comes to mind, but I don't want to say it.
Come on, Ron. It's Pedro Pascal. We have set... For a full year, Ron, we have set this up.
The R goes away in my head. I don't know why.
It's a full...
It's a super spring spritzel. Pedro's big year has Disney dropping. It's a super spring spritzel. Take down Star Wars, Avengers, oh please. They picked the wrong people. Even Bree said, nah, woke is collapsing. Theater snapping. It's a super spring spritzel. Oh, spring spritzel. Switch to Ryan
It's a fiasco, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tragedy. And it's going off the rails for the Mandalorian and Grogu, this time involving Disneyland out of Geeks and Gamers by Marvin Montanaro. Disneyland, Pedro Pascal, fan surprise, immediately exposed as an influencer marketing stunt. Yes. There's Pedro. There's all these people that are, look how happy they're. Oh, Pedro, you're such a big star. Oh, we just love you. Oh, I love you in the Mandalorian. Where's baby Grogu? I don't think so, folks. Yeah, they're caught. It says Disney is once again getting dragged online after fans discovered that a Pedro Pascal surprise event at Disneyland was anything but authentic. Over the weekend, Disney-affiliated social media accounts pushed a video showing Pedro appearing aboard the Millennium Falcon attraction at Disneyland to promote the Mandalorian and Grogu. The clip was framed like Pascal had randomly shocked unsuspecting park guests with the surprise of a lifetime. Here's the video right now.
Don't make it too obvious it's me. I don't think they're gonna hear my welcome, but I'll just be like, what's up?
Right, sons, travelers, come in. You all know the Mandalorian? Yeah. Mandalorian, do you have anything to say before we send our travelers on their journey?
You all have to die to see my
Hold the phone, though. Wait a minute. And I don't know if we might get zapped for this. Play the thing. Come on, go back. It's not going to do it. You're going to spin on me? Don't you spin on me, X. Oh, X, what are you doing to us? You know what? We'll come back to you in just a minute. Right now, let's go to Laughing Place. Why? We're going to go back in the way back machine, and we're going to check out 2017. Why? Because of this. For The Last Jedi, before people knew it was going to be an absolute disaster, Mark Hamill, who was not yet a political narcissist and very acerbic and hateful and mean, vitriolic, venomous. Do I need to keep going on? I've got a thesaurus on this one. Mark Hamill stopped on by Star Tours. Do you all remember this?
Missing someone.
Who are we missing? Who are we missing? Who could it be?
Star Wars fans here today?
That's right. It was Mark Hamill stopping on by, and people were excited. Kids, boys, girls. It was authentic. You can see families. You can see the kid in the back who has no idea who the heck is Mark Hamill, and everybody else going crazy. But guess what, folks? This whole thing with Pedro, completely and totally staged. Top to bottom. Because what have we found out? These people are influencers. And not only have we found out they're influencers, they were invited to this. Professional cameras there. The whole thing was rigged. I don't know if they knew it was Pedro, but I can tell you this. This lady in the middle, turns out she was at the premiere of the Mandalorian Grogu movie on the red carpet. Probably the rest of these people were as well. No kids, no families, influencers. Because now that's all Star Wars can do. That's all Disney has up their sleeve. They have to do influencers. They have to rig this thing because they're trying to replicate what they did in the past with Mark Hamill and with, they've done this with Jack Sparrow, with Johnny Depp, where Johnny Depp's literally on the ride. They can't do it this time because one, people don't know who Pedro is. And two, if they do, they might not like him so much. Ron, MJ, I'll hand this to you. This has been very embarrassing for Disney that this got figured out. Hey, this isn't authentic. These are literally shills. What do you guys make of it?
Do you remember when they did it for the Haunted Mansion movie and Jamie Lee Curtis was there? And
oh my gosh, yes.
Nobody cared. Like nobody cared. That was what's really funny. Yeah, they and I personally have actually seen Mark Hamill live in person at a Disney park at Hollywood Studios during Star Wars weekends when the fan enthusiasm was still there and still very, very real and still very, very visceral. And it was Mark Hamill on stage with also, what's the name of the guy that does the voice in the cartoons for Obi-Wan Kenobi and several others? I can't remember his name, but he was there. Ashley Eckstein, I think she was there. It's so many of them, it was really at that point in time, when you're looking back 10 years ago to what Star Wars was 11, 12 years ago, boy, it's so funny. Before Last Jedi came out, it was so different. And of course, Last Jedi, I wouldn't say the Last Jedi movie changed everything. It was really the movie after that where it really started to go downhill. Last Jedi was somewhat of a disappointment for me, only because I'm like, what a missed opportunity when you got all three of your stars back. You don't put them on screen together, but whatever. I was willing to overlook that if the story went somewhere good, and it just totally did not. And it's just been downhill ever since. They had something great with the Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2. They got rid of Gina Carano, and that screwed up everything. And they just haven't been able to put out really great, well-received Star Wars content since then. And even, I would say probably the best Star Wars content might be Andor. That's arguable, but it's not getting watched by anybody because people stopped caring. And that, when people stop caring about a franchise, when, you know, in droves, right, that is when it goes downhill. So obviously they're trying to make it look like there's excitement for this. And how do you do that? You get some shills in there, and you hope for the best.
I would say the best did not happen for them, because this has turned into a huge embarrassment for them. I mean, the fact that they had to, like, if they'd set it up that way, but they're trying to pretend that these people are just regular, ordinary fans, and it's not working out. It's just not working out. We can keep this on loop. MJ, your thoughts? I mean, there's no way that these people entered into the queue of the Millennium Falcon after going to the premiere on the red carpet, specially invited, saw professional cameras. Suddenly, a guy dressed as Mandalorian walks out in front of them. There's no way. None of them have phones. Everybody that age has phones. There's no way. And they're all, it's perfectly diverse in terms of the ethnic percentages. It's just, but the big thing, MJ, is, where are the kids?
Yeah.
Where are the families? What are you doing? How are you possibly thinking this is the way to market the Mandalorian Grogu? I just,
you're right. I saw your post on X, and I was like, he's absolutely right. I think you even asked someone, is this a coincidence that there's no families, no small kids? I mean, they just look like influencers. If you can pause it right there, look at the wardrobe, look at all the accessories. These are not your average park people that are just visiting you can tell when people are coming in for the day, visiting the park, boarding the queue and all of that. You could totally tell the difference. This was 100%. It had to be rigged. I mean, sorry.
Oh, yeah. The other thing about this is, do you guys remember when Johnny Depp would show up at Disneyland, and he would go on Pirates of the Caribbean, and he would actually be on the ride? Do you guys remember that? Yeah. We can't play it. I'll put it up on the screen. We can't play it. Folks, you can see the video here, hosted by Walt Disney Studios Canada. We'll take some screen caps. Boat after boat after boat after boat, right?
Exactly.
I mean, this was not this. Kids,
right.
Families,
right.
Everybody's there. Phones are out all the way back in whenever this was. Maybe this is 2017 as well. And you know why they could do this? Because everybody liked, and everybody still likes, Johnny Depp and Captain Jack Sparrow.
Even the mom with the baby, even the mom holding the baby, like, that's more realistic. There was, yeah, exactly. And look at the babies. Look at how cute. I mean, there was nobody like that.
When baby's like, I don't care, Mom. I want milk.
Look at this mom.
Funny,
I mean, it's
the
just
kids are like, what's going on?
Yeah, these are natural. These are natural reactions. If you look at the reactions from where he took off his helmet, those were not natural. That was all staged, 100% staged.
Which goes to say how far they've fallen, because they can't do that anymore. That I mean, the idea that we are trying to market a movie now where the guy is so unpopular and the movie is so unpopular and the franchise is so damaged that we have to do a setup and pretend what we did for years, that we can still do that, and we can't. It's just so embarrassing. Just so embarrassing. Guys, final thoughts on it.
Well, I mean, here's where they really missed the mark with this, honestly, is the fact that it's Pedro by himself, not with Jack Black and Lizzo. That would have been
Well, Jack Black might have got some cheers. Lizzo, I don't think after all the weight loss they know who she is, but kudos to her for doing so.
There you go. I don't.
I'll tell you what they could do. They could bring out Gina in Disney World, and I guarantee you, I mean, the people would go nuts if Gina showed up at Disney World.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the immediate tells that this was staged is that he had come out and doesn't have Grogu on his side like the character at Disneyland or Disney World always does, because that is part of the costume, is the animatronic Grogu coming out with you. So the fact that it's just, I mean, I don't know. There's so many things wrong with it. The very fact that he takes off his helmet, which is breaking Mandalorian lore. There's just
I'll tell you how you know it's staged and how they knew it was staged. Everybody look at the lighting here, okay? I don't want you to look at this girl's butt. That's not what I'm telling you to do, but I'm telling you to look at the lighting. And where's the lighting coming from?
It's coming from behind them. That makes no sense.
From behind them to the right.
Yeah.
Where were the angles shot on this? Look, the camera's pointed that way. Where's the lighting going? There were professional lights, I'll guarantee you, set up in this attraction to the right where they were not going to have the cameras, or where the cameras are positioned, honestly. And you can see it in this girl's shirt. We can see it with this guy with the Ewok. The lighting is coming from the right side, from behind them. When they walked in here, I'll guarantee there were professional lighting rigs already set up. They knew. They came from the red carpet. Pedro is out there, and we have pictures of these people. We won't show them right now. We've got it on the Pro channel, but there are pictures of them at the red carpet. This is not a question.
And that's an easy place to stage that because of all of the different compartments. I don't remember exactly how many ride vehicles there are on Smuggler's Run, but there's a ton of them. So it was pretty easy to block off one from the regular guests that are coming in and say, okay, no entrance here, and we're blocking this off, and then we can bring you guys backstage. There's a lot of backstage there, is there? Very easy to do, very easy to set up.
To be fair, let's just say that those lights, camera, action. Okay, Disney, right? Okay, got it. But regardless of where the lights and the cameras are coming from, those people were chosen and hand selected to give that reaction. It was not a group of people, like Pro was saying, families and children, and there wasn't even a person in a wheelchair, to be fair. Holy cow. Like your average boarding group usually has someone with a mobility thing, right?
That's a great point.
Usually. So I'm just saying, the lights and the staging and all that, Disney, okay, fine. They were preparing, like, okay, Pedro, here's your big moment. Ready to take off your helmet? And it's like everyone in that little group. And there was maybe 10 people?
They're just so bad at it now, MJ.
Yeah.
They're just so bad at this.
They were invited, and they probably got a gift card for sure.
And well, they got a free ticket into Disneyland, I bet you, but it's so cringy. It's just so cringy now.
You know what they missed, Pro? They missed him coming out with the rainbow lightsaber.
Oh!
I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.
We'll ride the rides and see the sights, conquer lines, face our frights. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Yes, you. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Oh, it's a happy holiday with you. Yes, you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And have you noticed that my picture has been blurry as of late, folks? Well, the reason for that is because StreamYard has been having a terrible glitch. StreamYard is what we use to broadcast to all of you. And this is something that's affecting everybody who uses StreamYard. We may not use it much longer if they don't get their act together. We pay a lot of money. And I look like I'm out of a 56K modem era. So I do want to apologize for that. But the good news is I will be on camera. This is my second to last show here on TPP as a static figure. We're just now waiting on the custom neon sign to come in. It's being built right now near somewhere, Sunny USA, and the neon sign is on the way. Lava lamp actually is going right next to me. I will tell you all, as a precursor to me going live, You can expect that I look like the Avatar. I just want everybody to know there's not going to be a big surprise. I'm not going to show up and you guys be like, oh my gosh, he's an overweight Asian man. I never knew. That's not going to happen. And then the other thing I'll tell you is we did have to make some slight changes to the background when I go live. So I want everybody to, we like people to know what they're expecting, and then we like to over deliver. So when I go live and when you all see the studio and you see me, and forevermore, TPP and the Pro channel will be changed by that. I get to do all kinds of things I couldn't do before in terms of interacting with people. But when we go live, we could not do the aquarium in the studio, which I'm now calling Studio A. The old studio is Studio B. But in Studio A, we could not do the aquarium. We have an aquarium, by the way, at the lobby in the studio. But we could not do the aquarium because no matter what we do, we either get water sounds in the mic or we get green water, it turns out. Funny how that works. The other thing that we had to change is you'll notice if you're used to Pro looking this way, and I've looked this way for maybe a year and a half, we used to do a little digital mask on me. But the other thing you'll notice is everything is blue. Now, it's still going to be really blue. But what we discovered is the Pro avatar kind of looks like a cartoon still, just a little bit. When it's a real guy with an entirely darkly lit blue background, and, you know, like a little headlamp above him that's orange and that kind of stuff, kind of came across with a different flavor, I would say. So when we did the testing on that, it turns out that looked a little bit like a creeper or a hacker in a basement somewhere. And so we have warmed the background, okay? We've added plants. We have some nice, warm, woods and that kind of thing behind, vegetation, all that kind of stuff to kind of make it more cozy. Is that okay with everybody? Will we be okay with cozy? I hope so.
I'm just curious as to whether you're left-handed or right-handed.
Ooh, well, folks, we'll find out soon. Snarky out there for 2 says good morning. Whoa, Ron, get that ready again. Hang on. MJ, do you have a beverage?
I just have water.
All right, that'll work. That's a beverage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try this, because when I go on camera, one of the new things we're going to do is sip it and click it. Or is it click it and sip it? Click it and sip it, I think sounds better.
O2RR loves that, so I'm all for it.
So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to do one of those right now. Click it and sip it. What I need you to do is click that like button, take a sip of your drink. We're going to do it all together. This is an homage to Scott Adams, so we're modifying it. It's our own, but it's an homage to a legend. So folks, right now, click it and sip it. Oh, man. The
Cheers.
shaken espresso is wonderful.
I already killed my shaken espresso. It's water now until I break my fast.
Ron, what are you drinking today?
Folgers.
In your cup.
I don't know about you guys down that. Oh,
What?
Folgers.
Folgers.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Folgers lost access to most of their coffee plantations back in the late 90s, early 2000s? And Starbucks got access to them. That's why Starbucks took off the way it did. Starbucks, Folgers in the 70s and 80s was the de facto go-to coffee place. If you've ever thought to yourself, if you're old enough, you've ever thought, my Folgers doesn't taste the same. Well, it doesn't. Starbucks got their coffee beans. So, Snarky for 2, good morning. Good morning to you.
His little fedora hat. It's so
Always
cute.
different now. Stormweaver says, so how bad is Star Wars? Well, it's going to be found out coming up this Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Pro channel. Star Wars returns after 7 years to the big screen live review. He says mango and grok.
Mango.
Yeah. Mango and grok is going to be, I think, the better of the films.
Yes.
Yeah. Mango and grok will be much better than Mandalorian and Grogu. Trust me. Trust me on this one. WJB Daily for 5 visited Universal Plus Epic last week. Fantastic. And cast so happy and helpful. Enjoyed the experience and excited. Plan to go back.
Yay.
Yeah, Epic is amazing. I mean, Epic, I think Islands of Adventure is also really close to Epic. The original studios needs love, and I think it's going to get love real soon.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to Epic and Epcot back to back, you really feel the difference, and you feel
my
like
gosh.
Epic is what Epcot should be. I was there yesterday, and
what, at Epcot or Epic?
Epcot. Sitting there with a friend of mine, and we were discussing just how bad of a job that they did. Like we're sitting next to Lonely Walt,
Mm-hmm.
and looking out over how, like, we're like looking at the center of Epcot right now, and there's nobody in the center, right? Like that should be packed. Even when there was a pin trading station and the fountain, and it looked dated, but it was still packed in that center area. And now, even though there's like tables and chairs and stuff, nobody's there. And by the way, the park was busy yesterday, so
Look
it's
at
just
this
weird that
park.
nobody was.
Isn't it weak? Don't you think that Epic's complete?
That's not bad. That's not bad. Folks, if you would be so kind, consider clicking that like button out there as we continue to grow the audience. We're at 250 across the various platforms, but we're used to 300, 400 here, and we know you can do it. I will also say, folks, that we are very grateful today because things have turned around in a big way on the Pro Channel. You know, I never want to take for granted that every day that I put videos out, there are thousands of people trying to do the exact same thing, and we're always in competition, but we're also always trying to lift the good people up. But over the past 6 months, we knew behind the scenes something was up. We just didn't want to complain publicly, but something was wrong with the channel, and we didn't talk about that, and we didn't talk about it on purpose. Suddenly, new people never saw the Pro Channel. Like, we went from getting hundreds of new subscribers and sometimes thousands in a month to getting dozens. And when we would look and see, you know, our new people finding the channel, nope, no way. And what we discovered through the help of some folks was that there was a glitch, an unintentional glitch that people said they had never seen before. That glitch has been removed, and suddenly views on the Pro Channel are skyrocketing again. So we are very grateful, and what a time for it to happen as we go into the Mandalorian release. I'm sure Disney just loves that the glitch is gone. Albertus Magnus for $4.99. Golly gee willikers. He didn't really say that. I added it. Dim's got support through buying votes, and Disney gets support through buying fans. Seems there is some kind of connection here. Albertus, don't give them ideas. Soon Disney will be gerrymandering all of their resorts. Stormweaver for $5. Going to B. Is this still about mango and guac? Or was it Goro? I don't. You know what, Stormweaver? It's going to be, listen, I'm going to give you my prediction, okay? I'm going to go in eyes wide open. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be even excited to see it. But I think I'm going to come out of there saying that it's like a 6 out of 10. Based on the people I've talked with, based on the fact that Jon Favreau is trying to rescue a terrible script, I think it's going to be a snoozy 6 out of 10. But we'll see. We'll see. I could be wrong either way. And can you imagine if I come out and I say, guys, it's a 3? Can you imagine? We'll see. Woofle, Crime Dog for $5. I can't stick around for the whole show, but good morning, everyone. Pro, Ron, MJ. Pro, did you get the mail I sent from Culture yet? See y'all soon. Culture is supposed to deliver it to me next week, so hang tight. We'll get it. We'll get it. And by the way, Culture will be stopping by in about 30 minutes. Kaylee for $5. Pro, live from the Culture Casino Greenhouse Studio, where the tomatoes are growing and the kumquats are flowing through the piles.
Oh
Snarky
my
is out
gosh.
there. Whoa, Snarky, what is this?
What is that?
Look at that special little fella.
If that's supposed to be me, I'm speechless.
Snarky for $2. The last one was MJ. This one is pretty obvious.
Oh, I don't know.
It's
Culture. No, it's Jonas.
Oh, okay.
Jonas.
No, that's Jonas.
You know, we have a lot of hair, so I wasn't sure.
What are you guys talking about? That is clearly Jonas. Obviously Jonas.
Oh my goodness.
We've got Kaylee for $5. Epcot in the 80s is better than now. The aging, neglect, and commercialism is pretty obvious. There is no energy, no joy, no people, and no tomorrow.
It was way better than the 80s. Oh my gosh, so much better. Oh.
So I'll tell you this: the original Epcot, when you walked past Spaceship Earth and you were between the two what's the name? Help me out. Inventions. Communicores. That's right. When you're between there, and then you were looking at the Fountain of Nations. Did you all know that the Imagineers designed that to be a futuristic reference, a hopeful, optimistic, futuristic reference to the Vatican? And they actually did that on purpose. It's a reference to the Basilica. And it's amazing to me that the Imagineers of today are so silly and so dumb that they took this thing that was supposed to be, you know, combining the inspirational nature of humanity and our beliefs and Western civilization with the hopefulness of the future. They took that and they said, what if we tore down half of that and put in a splash pad? And that's modern Disney.
It's so bad, and the music is another thing we talked about. How the music is not. It's so bland now. It's so generic. It's okay, but I mean, like you can go to sleep to that music. It's not. You know,
They should put some hammocks and Communicore around there.
yeah. That would,
Some flat screen TV.
But you know, isn't
Just
it
hang out.
isn't it amazing though? Because people, you know, they don't know that Disney's not allowed to say. I don't think that was the inspiration for the Center of Future World at Epcot, but that really was it. And then they just blew it, man. They have no idea what they're doing.
So bad.
Ron, did you notice that? I mean, in 30 minutes we hit the goal that was supposed to last for the whole show.
Oh wow!
Did you see that?
I did not. I don't have a monitor for that.
I saw the confetti went. Pew.
I think that's a record. I actually think that's a record. Okay, I tell you what we'll do, folks. Because of that, we're going to do a new goal. We will do a Q&A. Culture will join us. We'll have a legit Q&A, and I'll do more Q&As than we typically do. I'm going to set a new goal because we did it in 30 minutes. We got 90 minutes left to go for the next goal. We'll gift memberships if we hit the next one, okay? No obligation, invitation. If you'd like to send more super chats, you can, but we'll give away memberships. We'll give the money back if you decide to go beyond, okay? But Q&A on the way at the end. Archer Merchant for 2, real-time shilling for Mando and Odyssey is funny. And Snarky for 2, culture. Now it's Jonas.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
You got the tones just right. Folks, thank you for hitting the goal in 30 minutes. You people are crazy. You're crazy kind and crazy good. And we wake up every day saying thank you to the big man upstairs that we get to spend our time with you.
There we go. One more for the top. Triple decker, just how you like it.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Wolf.
You enjoy it.
We will.
Everybody was Pandora fighting. Ba, 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 ba. All right, let's see if the cast members were fast as lightning. But folks, this is no laughing matter. Tom Corliss, a big fan of us, I'm sure, writing this one for WDW News Today. Tom loves us, I bet. Canadian man arrested for shoulder checking. Shoulder checking. What is this, football? They stiff arm them? Hang on, folks. This is a story now. A Canadian tourist had to be a one. Dear Canadian viewers out there listening right now, I apologize. That was mean of me. I was making a joke, okay? We love you guys, you crazy Canucks. We love you. A Canadian tourist, after all, you're the only ones who'll get in the swimming pools in January here. A Canadian tourist has been arrested after allegedly shoulder checking a cast member in Disney's Animal Kingdom. It says a Canadian tourist was accused of shoulder checking a Disney cast member who would not let him or his family into a closed Animal Kingdom attraction at the end of the night. So there's more to this than a shoulder check. Domenico Barbieri, 48, of Palgrave in Ontario, Canada, was arrested and charged with first-degree misdemeanor battery. He pleaded not guilty. The park had a 7 p.m. closing time on the day when the situation happened, and it happened at 7:10. Barbieri asked the Disney Attractions cast member about his family outside, and the employee told him they could not enter the ride because it was closed for the night, 10 minutes after the park is closed. The chains blocking the guest entrance had already been closed off at this point. 3 of Barbieri's family members had jumped the chains. See, I told you there was more to this. 3 of Barbieri's family members had jumped the chains and approached the employee, according to the Orange County Sheriff's arrest report. The Disney employee escorted them out of the line, and Barbieri left as well. Again, 10 minutes after the park had closed. But that wasn't enough. Even longer, even later into the park being closed, Barbieri and his family returned, jumped the chains, tried to sneak in through the lightning lane entrance. And again, the employee stopped them, the arrest report said. Cast member, right? The cast member stood in his way and blocked Barbieri's path. And here's where we get into pronouns really mattering. I know, folks, but they do. In this case, the cast member stood in his way and blocked Barbieri's path with her hand. on the handrail and asked him to leave again, according to the arrest report. She asked if they could discuss the situation outside the attraction. And I'm going to say something here. Where the heck is security?
Exactly.
Why is there one young lady, and usually at this time, it's often young people, because people with seniority often aren't working after the park closes, so this is likely a young lady. Why is a young lady having to deal with a crazy man and his crazy family, allegedly? Why is security not there? Quote, Domenico continued advancing and shoved her, the cast member, with his shoulder, claiming that she was not going to stop him. The cast member continued up the line, but kept herself in front of Domenico so he could not continue towards the other employees and guests. Domenico shoulder checked her a subsequent time as he made it towards the next employee at the end of the lightning lane. Barbieri, who is listed as 5'6" and 175 pounds in the arrest report, finally stopped when he reached the rest of the crowded line. The employee alerted Disney security and her management about what happened. The sheriff's office interviewed Barbieri, who largely corroborated the Disney employee's account. Of course he did. It's all on camera. Barbieri said the employee put her hand up on the rail to block him as he was going forward in the line against all instruction. In doing so, he walked into her trying to pass. All right, so I'm gonna add a little second part to this, okay? So not only do I ask myself, where in the world was security, honestly? But I also say to myself, this is the kind of behavior that happens when you can't afford to pay for the premium pass to get on this ride, and you find out at closing at 7 p.m., oh my gosh, we've come all the way from Canada. We're never coming back. We've got one chance to ride this. By golly, we're going to ride this. And that's how this kind of a situation gets set up. It doesn't justify what he did. But I'm telling you, this kind of behavior comes from people not being able to ride the thing they paid thousands and thousands of dollars to do. And they get down there and they realize, oh, it's behind another paywall. We can't afford it. And we're not going to get to ride it. By golly, we're getting on. And we don't know, did it have times where it was down that day? We don't know, right? So that's the issue here. MJ, I'll go to you. It's never okay to push, shove, none of that, obviously. I mean, it's just not. But I can see how Disney is setting up bad systems that make these kinds of bad behaviors more likely rather than less. What say you?
Well, it becomes unsafe. And here we go again with the high prices of the admission getting into the park. It's the haggle. It's the inconvenience of, we paid all this money, we traveled all this way, and now we're not going to be able to get on this attraction before we go home, or maybe their trip is ending that night or first thing in the morning. But let me just say this. Cast members, especially the young people that are still learning about life, because when you're in your 20s, 30s, you're still learning. You still have a lot to go. You need to not be a hero. It's late in the day already. I don't know how long this line was. And like you said, Pro, I don't know if maybe this ride was down most of the day and these people just couldn't get on. But I feel like this could have just been, this is just my opinion, just let them go. If you see someone like that frustrated and there's no line, I'm sure there probably wasn't that big of a line. Give me a break.
I'm going to disagree, MJ. You can't let people on after the park closes or it'll never stop. So
well, if they were in line already, because sometimes people get in line and then they jump through the other side.
I think they jumped the chain, but the way I still agree with you that the way this is handled is incorrect from the cast member side. I don't want to be mean to her because she's the victim in this, but the way to handle this, and Ron, you tell me if procedurally I'm right here, she shouldn't try to stop them. She should step aside. She should call security and say, pick them up. They're the last ones in line. They've entered the ride. They've been told not to. This is the second time. I'm not going to try to body block a grown man as a female. I'm not going to try to block this man and his family. I'm outnumbered, but you'll find them. Here's what they look like, and go grab them and get them off,
Right.
Yeah, no, I mean, she probably tried to do that. She probably tried it. Like, obviously she's trying to stop them from going through. She's obeying the rules that she's been given to the best of her ability. And also sometimes thinking quick on your feet when something like this happens. It's kind of unexpected. You typically don't think of guests doing that.
At the point, Ron, that we get into it, I mean, the timeline here matters. I mean,
right. Yeah.
It says 10 minutes is when the first altercation happens. Then he comes back later. I mean, we may be at like 7:15, 7:20, and the park closed 20 minutes earlier, and we're still trying to jump,
So
chains and stuff.
I would have called security immediately upon the first altercation, and it is the biggest question. Where were the security professionals and police? Because we do know that or either Orange County or Osceola County, probably Osceola County in this instance, police should have been on the premises, and most likely were on the premises. I don't know if he was arrested on the spot later, but this is.
But Ron, don't you as a cast member, can't you like let's say like what I was saying, let them go in, right, and then notify a cast member that's on the other side? We're talking about flight of passage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I was in the line, flight of passage, the park had already closed, but they don't stop you. They don't tell you once you're in line, they don't tell you, hey, it's time to get out. You're able to ride still, even the park is closed. She could have notified another cast member and security back at her little station when you first enter this ride. Okay. And then they could have met those folks, give them, like you guys said, give them the description of what they look like, and they could have talked to them on the other side because they still have a distance to go. That's a very long queue line. So I think there's a lot of measurements that could have taken place. She shouldn't be a hero. Don't play a hero because you could get hurt. It's already after hours, and the sun goes down pretty early, like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So it's dark, and I know there's cameras everywhere. I know there's pretty good lighting, but things can happen, and irreversible damage to someone, like you said, it's a young lady. This is a man that she's dealing with that seems to be aggravated, annoyed. He's probably upset that him and his family haven't been able to go on this ride all day. So there's a lot of things that she could have done. I would have not put my arm. I would have let them go and then have someone meet them on the other side. And then just when they think they would get away with it, they would be removed and escorted from the park if they have that kind of abusive behavior.
Right.
But I want to reiterate to people too, the way this happens is you're a family, you've got the money to go to Disney World once, and that's it. And you traveled from Canada, and you're not coming back. And maybe this is like the thing that you promised your kid, we're going to ride that.
Right.
And you go to a show or you go to a ride, and there's a delay. Let's say let's say a rhino or a giraffe walks out in front of the safari ride, and you were delayed 20 minutes, and you promised them we're going to get on that ride, and you didn't make it, and you're 10 minutes late. It's the thousands and thousands of dollars that causes people to act this way. So when we read these stories, it's easy for us to laugh and say, "What a moron! Come on, dude! Come on, man!" It's easy for us to do that.
Yeah.
What Disney has done is they've created such a high pressure system that you get high pressure responses now because people have promised kids things. They spent thousands of dollars to be here. They may not get another chance. And that's when you get the bad behaviors. If Disney would lessen that, the opportunity for people to go in and be forced into these bad kinds of situations, I think people might behave better. I'm not justifying the behavior. I'm trying to explain how we create the kettle kind of situation where it just, it's a high pressure cooker in there with a lot of folks.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't see this nearly as much, if at all, when Fast Pass was a thing and it was complimentary and it was part of the day, because Fast Pass, when it was complimentary, the great thing about Fast Pass is, boy, was that an easy way to temper guest concerns because, oh, I'm so sorry that happened. I tell you what, I could add 3 Fast Passes for you. I mean, it was such a
you make their day doing that.
Great system. And I wish, I understand every company needs to make profit, needs to make their money. I just wish that Disney could figure out a way to do something other than have this lightning lane paid system to make up for that revenue. It's probably a lot of revenue because people do pay for it, but you'd think that this is Disney. There's probably something they could do alternatively to make up for that kind of revenue.
But you would think logically the lightning lane. Okay, so how many lightning lanes can you sell in one day to each group or each person or whatever? The park closes at 7. Let's say let's say the ride has been down for hours and it goes back up at 6:30. Are you really going to force people to purchase a lightning lane when there's 30 minutes left to get in the queue to ride this thing? I mean, just turn it off. Like, have a lightning lane. 6:00 is the last one, right? To sell. And then everybody would just go into the regular queue line, the standby. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how Disney could alleviate something like this, because this gentleman was obviously very upset. He like, you know, we don't know how large his party is or how many kids, his wife. That's a lot of money. Travel expenses, the tickets, the food, the merchandise, everything adds up. Your stay at the resort, if they're even staying on property, who knows? But they probably wanted to get this in before their trip ends, because if they're coming in from Canada, that's a long way home.
Right. And you never know. Maybe they promised the kid. Maybe they said, hey, we're going to ride this. I promise. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And people can make bad decisions when they feel like they've been put into a bad place. And I'm not making an excuse. I'm just telling you, folks, that's the way it is with Disney. And I agree, going back to the old fast pass system, I think I think that's better, because a lot of folks, when they pay all this money and they show up, when they find out, oh, that ride that we've been planning to do for months now, because a lot of people don't do the research. When they go and they've spent thousands and they get there, and when they find out, oh, well, that's going to be another $200 if you all want to ride that. I don't think people enjoy that very much.
You know, a little sprinkling of Tinkerbell's fairy dust could make you fly.
You didn't. Well, of all the cheap, lousy ways to save a buck.
Charging for the pixie dust. Mm-hmm. All right, folks, no charge here for you joining us, but for Super Chats, well, yeah, there's a slight charge, but it makes the dream to stream come true, and we thank you. We've got, hang on now, let me see if I get this right. I love the avatar, very festive, eh? We've got Jay Litzma is what I'm going to guess on the name here. Jay Litzma for $19.99. Thank you, TPT, for your work. Well, thank you. With Angel Studios seeming to be bowing the knee to the cultural gods, what alternative can people turn to? We need to do more than just boycott and attempt to shift the market. We can't advocate for you to do a boycott. I run and own websites that do journalism, and so I can't advocate a boycott, and I don't want to be perceived to do that way. But I will tell you that unfortunately, we believe we'll have stories coming out on Angel Studios very soon that are not any better and are possibly worse. And not only that, but I'll tell you that we're going to be waiting a little bit for Angel Studios to give them a chance to leave a comment, to give a response before we run some of these articles. They, you know, it might be in their interest to run a response, because some of the stuff we're finding out is no bueno when it comes to Angel Studios and the way that they've been behaving allegedly.
When is Zach Levi getting his stuff together?
We shall see.
And he supposed to be doing something in Texas.
Let's see. Doge, member for 3 months, says, has Angel committed the unpardonable sin? I would say that Animal Farm is a really, really bad movie, but it's their response to Animal Farm. Like, if they put that out there and just stay quiet, they'd be okay. It was attacking the critics, mocking the critics, that I think caused the floodgates to open and people in and outside of Angel Studios to say, would you like to know what's really going on here? Would you like to know how this really works? Snarky out there for 2, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun. Packing protons for 5, things I found out today. Apparently, there is a black market for stolen Disney items, like statues. Yes, I hear it's all the buzz. And Albertus for $4.99. You're correct, pro. Disney created the conditions for this, but the guest solution is not, I will push the cast member. The solution is, I'll change it to that, we're never coming back.
You should never put your hands on anyone, and no cast member should play a hero. Call for backup.
And I'll say this too, because I wasn't there, so I don't know. Okay. But I'll put it out this way. If the cast member is trying to block you and any part of you touches that cast member in your progress forward, you may not have even thought you did anything. There's a pretty good chance the police are going to come, and any physical contact whatsoever is going to be deemed in a way that you might not have perceived, as you were like, hey, I got to get my kid on the ride. And I don't know how this went down, right? Maybe the guy could be a jerk, or he could have been the kind of person who was saying, hey, we have to ride it. I promised the kid. I promised to get, you know, and just brushes. Dad. Yeah. You never know. Yeah. You never know. And so I'm not trying to judge either way, but I will say, if they tell you don't enter the ride, don't enter the ride. And I can tell you if there's any physical contact past that point, you're going to be in deep, deep doo-doo.
Mhm.
But Ron, Disney can send folks flying on the ferry, right? I mean,
Oh my gosh, yeah. The things, or you could just be standing around the Polynesian and be like, "Why did a piece of the ceiling just fall in my head?"
no misdemeanors for Bob. Poor Lorena was at the Polynesian when a piece of the ceiling fell off and hit her.
Yeah, so
that's interesting.
And then you could have raw sewage fall on you from above if you're
Ew.
under Soarin.
Ew.
Yeah.
Which we're going to be talking about Soarin' here in a little bit. We got to talk about Soarin' Across America, as well as the Muppets, Ron. I can't wait to... Now, Ron, you've been on Soarin' Across America. I don't want you to tell folks what you think about it yet. That's later in the show. That's called a tease, ladies and gentlemen. But you've been over there. Does it look like they did any work on the queue to, after the sewage issues? Have they cleaned it up now? They got that set straight?
I would hope. I didn't pay particular attention to that. I would assume that's fixed. I thought you were going to ask how much did they do to spruce it up for the semi-quincentennial.
No, I would say how much did they do to spruce it up?
Yeah,
they do to get rid of the doo-doo.
Also, I think I'm scheduled to do Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster on Thursday. So,
oh my! Well, guess what? You might have to stop on by for a special Friday appearance to tell us what you thought about it here on TPP.
I'll see if I make it on.
So Thursday night, folks, at 10 p.m. live, the Mandalorian Grogu review the movie on the Pro Channel, and I guess Friday we'll see what we can do to get Ron on to talk about the Muppet Ride, the brand new Muppet Ride, and the Statler and Waldorf thing. I know we'll talk about it, but I was actually pleased with Disney. They still need, I think, to put Muppet Vision in the theater, in the Villains Theater, but that was not a bad touch for them. That was
not at all. It was
at
really
least recognized the moment.
Yeah, it was exciting to see them there.
Yep.
They're so cute. Oh, don't forget to try the food, Ron, from the Swedish Chef. The food.
Burk. Hey, Ron, do you think they'll have purple potatoes at the Swedish Chef thing?
I don't
They have like a purple churro.
I was really hoping that they would have some type of a rainbow, like a rainbow lightsaber rod over a galaxy's edge.
They will. It's June is coming up, so they probably will have one.
Mando needs to be holding on to that and like kind of dancing with it. Like
no. We've already played the clip. Quick, dip to the spuds.
Potatoes, fried green tomatoes, arugula. Hey, what's up?
When injustice strikes, I strike back.
Culture Casino. Let's go. Culture Casino. Let's go. When the EMS tries their best, strap him down, check his chest. Culture Casino. Casino. Culture Casino. Casino. Let's go.
They don't know what the f they're doing. Do you understand?
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Hello, Culture Casino. Welcome aboard, buddy. How you doing? Good
day to everybody. I'm grateful to be here today, Pro. Thanks for having me. Can I just say that I will be reviewing Mandalorian and Grogu on Friday video? That's
on Friday. What time Friday?
I don't know. I'll drop it in the morning, so like 5:30 a.m. Pacific and 8:30 a.m. Eastern.
What time are you going to watch the movie, Culture?
I'll be seeing it Thursday at I don't know, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
8 o'clock on the West Coast, right?
Late o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, late o'clock. All right.
Late o'clock. Yeah.
Late o'clock.
The quickest I can pull this off is 7 p.m. on the East Coast. So that's the quickest, and so I'm going to just. There's 30 minutes of previews usually.
Yeah.
The thing runs 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I am going to run. Folks, if you want to know how the magic is done around here.
Not walk.
I'm going to run from the theater to the mobile studio, and we're going to make it happen. 10 p.m. Eastern, live, Thursday night. And then Culture will be back to give you, I think, a more in-depth analysis We hope you're talking about the postmodern neo-Marxist elements
Oh goodness.
of Rod of the Hutt.
Yeah. Well, how about we also talk a little bit about the little green guy that's now more a distraction than an interest for most people.
You mean guacamole?
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that we have culture here, we're ready to talk about the spicy stuff of Disney.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's time to talk about the black market. I don't know. We might get in trouble for this. Every time people do this, you know, the investigators get all riled up and ready to go. They're always looking, finding out who is it. Culture, you're not the masked bandit who wandered into the Wonders of Life pavilion so long ago and debuzzed Buzzy, are you?
No, it wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Wasn't me. No. I think the guy they actually caught. It was the guy they suspected from the beginning of swiping. I think
he's still out there posting stuff that he's kind of he likes to poke the bear, doesn't he?
He's a wild card. Let's just say.
Yeah. Interesting fellow. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Let's talk about it because it turns out there just might be an entire black market for stolen Disney items. I didn't know this. It doesn't shock me, but I'm. You know, is it Mousegate 2026? Well, it could be. Here we go, folks, into the nether realms of Disney fandom. What a strange thing to see this, but here it is, out of People magazine. Not the place I would typically think of for this kind of report, but Colson Thayer has his thumb on the pulse of what's really going down in the dark hallways of stolen Disney. Says exclusive hunt for a stolen Disney World animatronic revealed a vast black market of items snatched from the parks. The documentary Stolen Kingdom explores over 30 years of misdeeds at Disney World and how they led to the alleged theft of nearly $500,000 in props. Now there's our good friend Buzzy, okay? Buzzy has been missing for a long time over at the Wonders of Life Pavilion. Poor fella, taken away in the dead of night, we believe. And folks, don't do that. Don't go urban exploring at Disney and don't go stealing stuff. That's not good. Cranium Command attraction closed in 2007. Later on, its star Buzzy went missing. Now, the documentary Stolen Kingdom has found out there's an entire black market for Disney stuff taken from the parks illegally. It says for nearly 20 years, the Buzzy animatronic in Epcot's Cranium Command attraction delighted families as he navigated the world through the eyes of a Bobby, a 12-year-old boy. Beginning in 1989, guests were welcomed into a theater-style control room to witness Buzzy's antics as he controlled the boy's brain. However, the beloved attraction shut its doors on January 1st, 2007, when the park officially closed its Wonders of Life Pavilion. The attraction sat abandoned, and Buzzy was left at the center of an empty theater for years until one day, Buzzy was no more. Following the land's closure, Wonders of Life became an alluring target for intrepid and even unlawful urban explorers, including those looking to make a quick buck. In 2018, Buzzy made headlines after his headphones, hat, and bomber jacket were stolen. Only a few months later, the entire animatronic went missing. Documentary filmmaker Joshua Bailey still remembers the day it was reported that Buzzy was gone. As a Central Florida native, he had long held a fascination with the parks and their attractions. He also developed an interest in urban exploration via YouTube. When Buzzy disappeared, he was fully ingratiated with both communities. It says after years of developing sources with the community of Disney urban explorers, he began filming a documentary exploring the unseen side of the most magical place on Earth. The director's new film, Stolen Kingdom, explores over 30 years of thieved props. Quote, the black market aspect was something that we weren't aware of before we shot the film and was part of the decision in making it. We learned more about it while shooting, but not a lot. It's a tough nut to crack. We just had no knowledge of there being a Disney prop black market. All right, well, let's talk about it. Ron, you've been a cast member before. Is this something that was going on behind the scenes? People didn't know about that there are people out there actually stealing physical props, set pieces, etc. from Disney? And how in the world can you get away with this with cameras everywhere?
Well, first of all, I have no clue how anybody would get away with it. I can tell you, as a former cast member, there is a place called Cast Connection and Property Control at Walt Disney World, and that is a store that is available to cast members and guests that they bring with them, where they sell merchandise that is set on the shelves too long, at Walt Disney World, and they also sell props from the parks. So I'm surprised. They oftentimes you can buy. Actually, the chair I'm sitting in may have been purchased at Gas Connection or the property control, because they'll sell office chairs that if they were brand new, you might have to go to like an Office Depot and buy it for $200, and it might be $10 there at property control. So there's a lot of good deals. It's a little bit surprising that any of these props that are in the parks would get stolen from. I don't even know how you do it. It almost feels like. I'm not saying that it was an inside job. I'm just saying that I don't know how you do it without you having some type of an access through a cast member. But it's very strange to me. I understand the value to a lot of collectors. One of the biggest things,
and I'll tell you why, Ron. When you're in the theme parks, you look at this stuff and you look at this stuff. Isn't it neat, right?
You can't help it, right? That song.
But I know, it had to happen. But
it's your collection complete.
These items are theme park sized, and you sometimes forget that to put some of these things in your homes. I mean, there are chairs and stuff like that, but to put some of these things in your home, they don't really fit in homes.
No.
So just to give a prime example of that in my own life, has nothing to do with the theme park, but movie theaters would, at least back in the old days, would give you their big standees.
Yeah.
Right? And so I took one home, Roger Rabbit. It was
do the voice, Ron. You don't get to say Roger Rabbit and not do the voice.
It was way too big. Oh my gosh. Can I do it? It's the Toon Patrol. Hide me, Eddie. Oh, I can't do the please right now. Anyway,
go ahead.
Anyway, so I took this big giant advertisement standee of the Roger Rabbit film, and it was too big for any room in my house, and I had to, of course, discard it. But it was pretty funny, because when I first stood it up there, I'm like, okay, I've got it in the house, I've got it in the room. It takes up the entire thing. There's no place for anybody to move. You're exactly right. It just doesn't make any sense in a home. And if you had a large enough home for it, then the assumption would be you're wealthy enough to purchase something like that. Like it would be ironically comedic if you could get a hold of that giant bunny from, what was it, Iron Man? Was it Iron Man 2 or 3 where he bought her the horrible bunny gift?
Right.
There's got to be some kind of inventory control, guys, behind the scenes with construction groups that come in, like, let's say, because of the retheme, the Muppets Courtyard, and now it's being Monstropolis. There's got to be a running list of stuff that, hey, you could just toss it, or hey, you want to take this home? Hey guys, we're going to refurbish this. We're going to put this to use somewhere else. There has to be quality and control somewhere, because I have a question for Ron. How far is Lakeland Antique Mall from Walt Disney World in the Orlando Resort?
Roughly an hour,
okay.
15 minutes, maybe. Not too far of a drive.
The reason why I ask is because the majority of the stuff that you see at the parks that's no longer being, used or repurposed is found at that mall.
Yeah.
You can go in there and purchase things from rides from the past. It's insane. I wish I could. I'm going to try to send you the link, Pro, so you can show it. But anyone can go in there, and it's like a Goodwill with Disney stuff from the parks from the past. It's absolutely rugs, signs, everything you can imagine, plaques to put on your wall. It's incredible, and I guess it has to be. I hate saying the inside job thing, but someone's taking the stuff and they're like, you know what? I can sell it to a store, like a third, not a Goodwill, like a hand-me-down store that you can resell. Like there was a consignment shop, something like that. But yeah, they're out there and they're in the area. So Ron said it's about an hour away. That makes sense.
What gets crazy to me is, apparently, culture, some of the items that were stolen that we're talking about are things like the wardrobe for the ghost characters from Haunted Mansion. And I just don't know. I don't know how anybody could think I'm going to steal, this very specific attire that surely is not replaced often. I mean, there's no human sweat or skin or anything with these robots. So the fabric should just last and last and last so long as you take care of it. I have no idea how you think you would steal this stuff and get away with it. I can't even imagine how you could do it.
consider the weight of it as well. I mean, the Buzzy figure is 300 pounds, right? And whereas you could
that shocks me it wasn't heavier, honestly.
Yeah, well, the iteration that went missing was 300 pounds, but again, these animatronics that are presented in various shows have various requirements, and their weight is directly related to what their performance abilities are. But that's entirely a different conversation. Regardless, you're correct. You've seen garments go missing. You've seen. I don't even know if this is included in the AOL reporting or anywhere else that we've seen this story, but there have been figures from It's a Small World that have gone missing and things
Entire
like that.
figures.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, what are you thinking? Like, well, hey, honey, what would you like to do tonight? Well, I'd like to risk, the next 20 years of my freedom by stealing a doll off of It's a Small World. Like, why? What leads you to? I can come up with 1,000 easier heists. Like, there's 1,000 better ways to be a criminal than stealing animatronics off It's a Small World. I mean, of all the ways that you could participate. Jeez Louise. Hey, honey, let's go steal stuff from the place that's got more cameras than China.
It's got to be when wides are closed or something for refurbishment, right? I mean, I don't know.
Culture?
Well, I was just going to say that there are legal pathways to acquire attraction ride vehicles and things like that. So,
and I'll tell you, Culture. So my dad won on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in Hollywood Studios, which is not the same as winning the actual game show, but he won there. And so years later, when that that attraction was taken down, we paid to get the input pieces that were on each chair where you would answer the question, right? So it would have 4 A, B, C, D, that little panel. And so we paid to get one, and he has it in his office. And but good grief. Do you think I'm going to go to Hollywood Studios and find some way or get somebody to go in there and unscrew the thing when I can just wait till it closes and pay for it that way? I mean, it's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I mean, I know some people who have amazing collections of various Disney ride vehicles, including the original Skyway bucket. They have one of those. They have one of the original horses from.
Where do you put that, Culture? Where in the world do you put
they have an entire dedicated condo that just is nothing but memorabilia
with a gondola sky bucket.
Amongst other things, yeah. But I mean, Stage 9 Entertainment sells these things. You can find there are some people that sell reproductions of these things that are somewhat faithful, if you're really hard up to get one. But I mean, Lakeland Antique Mall, which you guys already mentioned, there's places you can get this stuff legitimately that the park has parted with. But look, this has unfortunately been a thing that's been going on forever, and it's one of the reasons why when D23 remodeled, they stopped investing a lot of money in some of the stuff that was part of the serviceware and things in that restaurant, because people would go home with it.
Well, you know how there are people who the storage buildings and storage sheds that if they're abandoned, they'll sell those to people, and it's like a loot box. It's like a giant real world loot box where you pay an amount and you get to go and figure out what's in there. And I would love to see a video of that someday where like Scruffy has bought one of those and the thing lifts and there's a sky bucket from Disneyland in there. I want that video of Scruffy looking at that and going, I'll be darned. Yep, I'll be darned. There's more super chats. And we love them, folks. Let's get to them right now. First Dragon Queen for 2. It's also heavy. You need multiple people to take it out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be those crews, because they usually have like big trucks, and you can't just pick this up. Hey, I'm going to toss this over my shoulder and walk out with it. It's like some kind of process has to happen here. I don't know.
So off the top of my head, I think Wonders of Life, the back goes pretty darn close to a cast member parking lot.
There you go.
But I don't think it connects directly with the cast member parking lot. I'm trying to remember. So you would probably have to have a truck parked back there.
Yeah.
And then you're on camera again. So the level of crazy that that you'd have to go through to pull that
kind
off?
of clearance, some kind of clearance that you got to go through, and they're allowing it. I don't know.
Irate specialist for 199. Power to the Niners. It was Jonas. He's got that frozen, guilty grin. You know what? I actually agree with this. It probably was Jonas. Irate specialist for 199. Ron looks suspiciously like Buzzy. Buzzy,
Yeah.
was he? Jonas is going to call me in about 3 weeks and say, Pro, would you like to know who I was visited by? And I'm going to say, was it Santa Claus? He's going to say, no, Pro, it was the FBI. What did you guys say on a live stream?
Oh my God.
It wasn't Jonas. It wasn't Jonas. Packing protons for 5. R.I.P. Tom Kane. Clone Wars Yoda and Professor Utonium. Yes, yes. Rest in peace, Tom Kane. A real loss, and we hate to hear that. Stormweaver for 5. Hi. Well, hello. Mr. Whom? Stormweaver, get those fingers moving. What is he? What's he going to say? What's he going to say? I bet he's going to say Mr. Bueller. Bueller.
It's a great movie.
Culture Casino is who he said. Well, how about that? How about that? Culture, you are so welcomed here. How's it feel, buddy?
I appreciate it. I like being here. This is always fun on a Monday. So yeah.
And very
like you,
very
Culture.
influential. We were having purple potatoes, watching Gina. Yeah,
Oh.
Saturday. So yeah, very
Good,
influential
good.
culture.
Good.
People like you, Culture. They really like
They
you.
really like me.
Where's the clip? Where's the mask clip?
Quick, get Sally.
You're good
the
enough.
first-
You're smart enough, and people really like you.
The first
wow,
Dragon
yeah.
Queen for 2. I saw this documentary. They broke it down how he was taken. Well, we'll have to watch then and see. Don't take it as guidance, though, please, folks. Leave the animatronics where they are. Get off that carousel of progress stage. Detail Devil for 199 saw Tuner in Dolby. Unwoke, great sound, but A flat riff. Saw Tuner. Okay. Detail Devil, in your efforts to make the 199, I'm going to say that you lost us on this one a little bit. A little bit. So, folks, help me out in the chat. Tell us what does that one mean exactly, and we'll figure it out. Together, England DG for 5. I worked for CEC game animatronic or decor replacement.
Oh wow.
Decor, sorry, not decor. Decoy replacement. Decor replacement. We had to destroy the games break all the time. Think Office Space printer, but behind a Kroger.
Oh my.
Wow.
There you go. And finally, we've got Stormweaver for 5. By the way, WDW Pro. What's he going to say? What's that Stormweaver going to say? What's he up to? What is this? Folks, while we wait, more stuff from Disney on the way.
It's 2035, and it's time for the grand opening of a long-awaited Villains expansion.
Here we are in the first attraction, a grown-ups only establishment where you can get sloshed with Ursula. And guess what? Here we are again, back at another bar. Have you ever wanted to booze it up with little green men?
Excuse me, are there any rides here, or is this all just bars?
Oh, there's tons more here beyond alcohol.
WDW Pro, when is
Something.
Like talking to Rocky.
Stormweaver, we love you and you're helping us hit the goal like crazy, but we have to go to the story soon. What is VR? Stormweaver's somewhere excited. I'm going as fast as Visa will let me, man.
Poor thing.
All right.
He's going to say going on
is
camera.
VR. VR's already on camera. What are we talking about?
I know.
Huh. Can I buy Stormweaver some more time? I tell you what, while we wait, here, Stormweaver, we'll do
going
this,
right.
okay? Switching it to the blue. Why? This one's for you, Stormweaver.
No, it can't be.
But it is Stormweaver. Irate for 199 says, interrupting super chat. Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait a minute. Huh. He's getting there. He's getting there. One more reminder, folks. He says, by the way, Pro, when is VR, which I'm surprised was not two separate super chats, V and R, going to be or not to be?
That is the question.
Wait a minute. On the...
Oh, my.
All right. Culture, could you sing the Jeopardy song for us? Can you hum that, please?
Wait. Da 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 da. By the way, that's called musical clock. It's
musical clock.
Yeah.
First Dragon Queen for 5 says trolling, trolling, trolling.
There we go.
You know what, Dragon Queen? We got to buy time for Stormweaver.
I have.
Return. The Dragon Queen.
All right.
I actually have something for you, Pro, from the Dragon Queen.
I've heard about this and somebody else as well.
Oh, all right.
All right, from the Woofle. All right, here we go, folks. Stormweaver, almost at the goal. I mean, we are one way. We're going to be giving memberships away. Folks, thank you so much. And Stormweaver, you're a legend. By the way, Pro, when is VR going to be on the Pro Show? Well, the truth is that Valiant was supposed to be on the Pro Show when we did the Star Wars scoop on May the 3rd, and wires got crossed and he was not able to make it. I suspect that the next time you'll see Valiant on the Pro Show is likely Thursday night. I think Valiant will be there Thursday night, so hang tight. And then I can tell you for sure, Valiant will be on the Pro Show on May 27th, which will be the camera studio Pro's face reveal. So we'll be on camera and Valiant will be on the Pro Show for that one. How's that for you? Along with a cavalcade of your favorite pro panelists all throughout history joining us to look at my ugly mug as we go on camera for the first time. Really, I mean, we've done it before with the Halloween thing, but all right, Stormweaver. The generosity is amazing, but times they are a-changing and new rides are at Disney World. We got to talk about it, so let's go there right now. Ron, we're going to lean on you pretty bigly this time. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, but before we do, we've hit the goal from Fitty D.
Oh, here we go. It's time to party. It's time to live it up.
No, it can't be.
But it is Stormweaver. Folks, you make it feel like it's our birthday every day here.
Make a wish. Blow out your candles.
Happy birthday!
What the heck is going on out there? You people,
Party.
listen.
It's a party.
I'm telling you, the generosity is incredible. I mean, the glitch. Culture, did you hear us talk about this? There was a glitch on the Pro channel. YouTube discovered it, removed it, and views have exploded. Now everybody out here is giving so kindly to us.
Well, wait a minute. Then there must be a glitch on my channel.
We'll find it, Culture. We'll find it.
That'd be great.
Thank you for the 5 TPP memberships.
That's
folks,
amazing.
This is the antithesis of what Disney would like to see.
And Dreamer's Point is the antithesis of the idea that Walt had this incredible optimism and hope for the future, that if we all work together and we all dream together, we could build the impossible and make it our reality.
There you go.
You know,
we worked it in.
She's 100% accurate.
I got a membership.
I was at Dreamer's Point yesterday for quite some time, and it is the antithesis of everything Walt would have wanted.
I wholeheartedly agree. I think she was accidentally correct.
Let's
Either
see.
that,
Let's
or
switch.
she was snively, purposefully correct.
And that she was snidely whiplash for a moment.
Let's see here. We're gonna do 10 more. That'll get us to 15. I think that's the right way to say thank you today, folks. We appreciate you. 15 additional TPP memberships tossed out there from me and from the channel. So thank you, everyone. All right, let's dive in. It's time to talk about new rides at Disney.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's right. Ka-ching, ka-chow. Here we go right now.
It's showtime! Straight from the heart of the park.
Ladies and gentlemen, Soarin' is here. And it's across America, this time from Disney World. It says, an American journey. Buckle up and get ready for takeoff. The fan favorite Soarin' is taking on an all-new airborne adventure across the United States. And they even brought back, I don't know if you guys have seen this, they've even brought back Pilot Patrick, Captain Patrick. What do they call him? What's
Captain
his name
now.
officially? Captain Patrick?
Yeah.
Ron,
Yeah.
you've been on Soarin' Across America now.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on it, Ron? You've been on the thing, and you and I have talked about it, but you having been on it, you know it better than anybody at this point. What's your verdict?
I'm still honestly big. Can't speak today. California, Soarin' Over California, the original is still my favorite. There was only one time during the presentation did I notice the smellets are being released. And for those that aren't familiar with that, when you're riding on Soarin', there's a few scenes in which you typically smell something in the air. In California, you smell oranges when you're flying over the orange groves, for example. And it's really interesting. In Soarin' Over America, the only place I noticed it is when they were going over a field of like a herd of cattle, and it's the stale dirt smell, the same smell that they release when you're doing Soarin' Around the World, and they're in Africa, they're about to see Mount Kilimanjaro, and they're going over the elephants, which is the worst of all the smells, by the way. So it's really not that great. I like the way it starts. It starts with the point of view that you're actually seeing a rocket lift off from, I believe, Cape Canaveral, the spaceport there. That's pretty cool. You go up.
Is that one real? That one looks real to me, Ron.
I think it is. I think they somehow, I don't know if they got that with drone footage. It looks pretty good. But when you go to the Statue of Liberty, it's so obviously CGI. It's almost cartoonish.
Yeah, it's silly.
And then the city of New York is also very obviously CGI.
Yeah, also silly.
So I don't like.
And surely you could have got permission to fly a drone down the Hudson.
I don't understand that. I don't. It's really weird because some of the scenes are CGI.
Washington is obviously CGI.
It felt like the Everglades stunt was CGI. To be honest with you,
You got to be kidding me.
It felt like I was watching
that. No, that has to be real. There's no why. And the bird might be CGI, but come on. And the boat may be CGI, but
I think, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think the boat, like, it just felt very much like the boat CGI. Then there's a lot of birds throughout the thing that are definitely CGI.
I mean, come on. The national parks will give you a drone permit if you're Disney to go shoot over the water at the Everglades for 5 minutes.
So here's the biggest thing that I didn't like about it. All of the scenes, the vast majority of scenes are not noticeable.
Looks like Mount Rushmore is real.
Yes. But what I was going to say about Mount Rushmore, that is a noticeable landmark. When you're flying over Mount Rushmore, you can pretty much everybody can go, oh, this is Mount Rushmore. This is part of the United States. I can tell this is America. A lot of the scenes, honestly, they could have just been any national park anywhere in the world, and you can't really specifically tell that it's the United States. Like, this is the Grand Canyon, but there's nothing telling you that it's specifically the Grand Canyon, or is it Canyonlands, or is it some other place? So it's a lot of nature. They really focused on the nature side of the United States, which is fine, except that they didn't really do any major landmarks that lets you know, is this Montana, Wyoming? Is it which park is it? There's I think it's Yellowstone probably, but it's very, very difficult to, there's nothing very specific. When you're doing Soarin' Around the World, you know where you are. The Taj Mahal, I know that's entirely CGI, it's fake, but at least you recognize the Taj Mahal. I really wish they would have taken this opportunity to highlight a few things. Obviously, Los Angeles, the bookends, New York and Los Angeles, you recognize those.
LA looks real. That looks like that's
Yeah.
The helicopter's not, but
as far as the like Patrick is the best thing about it, him reintroducing himself and him doing the cutesy thing, and I'm gonna let this young fellow tell you the rest that he introduces himself.
These little babies.
That's pretty. That part's pretty.
And then they go, you see Epcot. It's really weird because you're in Los Angeles and then it goes right back to Epcot. So now you're back in Florida, but it's okay. I love the idea that they wanted to do an homage for the semi-quincentennial, but honestly, it really was toned down.
Cheaped it out.
Cheap, yes, obviously cheap, but it almost felt, when you want to, I was alive during the bicentennial, and because I was alive during the bicentennial, I just remember how big the culture. I know Culture and I are close to the same age. You remember how big the bicentennial was? The bicentennial was huge. Why is the 250th birthday, the semi-quincentennial, not as big? I don't know. When you're going, there is barely any banners or decoration letting you know it's Soarin' Over America.
Disney has a major problem. They no longer have the sense of being patriotic in any way. Yeah. Consider the famous light parade float that debuted during the bicentennial. So when I look at that, it's not surprising to me. But again, nothing surprises me now. Disney is very much an anti-American company, and it's going to take Tomorrowland an awful lot of work to get that perception reversed. You don't have to look too far to look at places that are a little bit more patriotic, a little bit more America loving. Iger's version of Disney was more globalist loving. So like
let's talk about let's talk about something that may have worked though. So Soarin' Over America is mid, let's say. Is that okay? Yeah. It's mid. Yeah. It's not terrible. It's not offensive, but could have been a lot better. I'm actually shocked about Rock and Roller Coaster. It looks like, and I don't know if you guys have seen the intro. I don't know if that's cleared yet to play it because of the music. I don't know if they've cleared that yet. Theme park music tends to be cleared so that you can play it. But I don't know if that's happened yet. Because I think they're playing Can You, what's the name of that song by the Electric Mayhem? Can you da da da? Can you da da da? I don't remember the name of the song. But anyway, they actually, from Muppet Vision, they've put Statler and Waldorf into Rock and Roller Coaster. I don't think it's the same animatronics, though. It could be. That'd be a great way to save money, but I don't think it's the same animatronics. But here are Statler and Waldorf as they will appear on Rock and Roller Coaster now.
This concert reminds me of a roller coaster. How's that? It's all downhill.
I didn't know they were going to be here.
Just don't understand why they even bought tickets.
We have time to go to the bathroom before the next song? We can't, you old fool. We're bolted to the seats.
And it's not the original voices, but they got it closer than they have been in a long, long time. I thought this was a very, very nice touch. And I'm actually impressed with the scooter animatronic that's in the pre-show. So this might be the one that they got right. I know they still need to get rid of the villains attraction next door. It's a theater, and put Muppet Vision in there and just declare this now the Muppet Courtyard. 2 Muppet attractions, and they even have room beyond that to put in a restaurant if they want to. And they should. And they should theme that instead of just a little food truck kiosk. They should theme that to be the Swedish Chef. And go all out, have some fun with the Muppets. But guys, we haven't ridden Rock and Roller Coaster. It's not going to change. It's going to be the overlay. But so far, the new overlay, I can't believe I'm saying this, the new overlay looks fantastic. Am I right? Am I wrong? What do you guys say?
No, I agree. I posted it on X. I'm like, yes, I can actually see this part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get on the ride, but I can have some fun in the queue line and see all the animatronics they put in there. And what baffles me is this was a quick turnaround, guys. How long was this thing closed? It was closed for I don't even know how many months. It hasn't been a year, and it's already like that. shows what a little bit of effort can do if they did that on the other attractions. Just saying.
Yeah, and I'm going to say
bad.
too, that scooter animatronic, I'm shocked that they spent the money. I cannot believe that they actually spent the money to have an animatronic that looks and mimics the actions of a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
I also will be shocked if that stays as it is. That is going to be a maintenance nightmare. That scooter animatronic, the movements of it. If anything goes wrong on a normal animatronic, if something goes wrong, you'll notice it, and you're okay with it. With a puppet, if anything goes wrong, it's gonna look weird because you're reading that as a puppet, not as an animatronic.
Right.
So if he breaks, you put the screen down quick because it's gonna be real fast, uncanny valley.
Like the officer in Zootopia. So
yeah,
this is nice, and I applaud them for this. The pre-show,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm shocked
in a short amount of time. I mean, because you got some other stuff that's been closed for over a year, and we are just like, why? This is what you're giving us, and you've been closed for a whole year. But going back to Soarin', the CGI factor, Ron, that's disappointing, because if they can take the time and do all of these documentaries around the world. Have you guys seen the one where it's a Bug's Life, but it's real bugs, and they had it streaming on several platforms, but it's taking the animation film of It's a Bug's Life, right? The Pixar film that came out, I don't remember, in the 90s. And they actually go around the world and show you all the different species of bugs to make it entertaining, educational. And they could have taken the time to go around America, take a couple of years, go around America, capture the beauty of the country, and then put it into this overlay for the celebration of 250 years. Why couldn't they do that? I just don't understand that.
The weird part is that's what they said that they were doing. The biggest problem with the CGI is they actually said that they were planning on toning down the CGI because they knew that was one of the biggest complaints of Soarin' around the world.
Right.
And so it was a surprise. And also I will say this, because I did sit on the left side of the theater. This one, Soarin' Across America, is more bendy than Soarin' Around the World. If anybody remembers the leaning Eiffel Tower.
Fisheye.
Yeah, it's much worse in the Soarin' Across America one. It's
well, if they
really,
can
really
go to
bad.
Antarctica and film a whole bunch of penguins, they can go around America. I mean, really, they could have done this a year or two ago, and that's where I'll leave it.
I don't understand the CGI aspect of like New York. You can get a permit to, I mean, did Mamdani block you? You can fly a drone, like you can get a permit to fly a drone. You have ABC News there. Like grab a drone and fly it down the Hudson and put it in the ride. I don't understand.
With all the technology we have, I mean, it's insane that we are getting CGI on this overlay.
Yep.
The biggest problem with the Statue of Liberty was just that it really almost looked like a cartoon. I mean, they might as well have used the Statue of Liberty with the Captain America shield from Spider-Man or whatever movie that was, for how bad, and the problem with that is that it's almost the first thing you see. So it kind of sets the tone for the rest of it. So once you see that, your brain can't help but think, oh my gosh, now I'm looking for all the CGI stuff. Like I don't want to, but
it's taking away from your experience. It's totally
but
taking away from your experience.
I'm definitely looking forward to riding Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster. So that should happen this Thursday. It's a pass holder preview day, and I've got my reservation for Thursday for Hollywood Studios. So fingers crossed for that.
I want to give Culture a chance to respond to the Muppets part of this. Culture, I really did think this was going to be a cheap overlay. It looks like they're doing what they should do. I still don't know that I think Muppets work for Rock and Roller Coaster, but maybe they're going to do the best they can with this. And, they shouldn't touch anything to do with the track. There's nothing they need to touch on the track. So my hope is, Imagineers have not had a great track record with opening new attractions. They didn't have. There's nothing about the track here. Surely they can get this one right, and it can be good. So did they? Culture, what do you think? Have they actually got a win under their belt this time?
I think they pre-planned this and they understood all their needs going in. I think they may have learned some very valuable lessons. This new generation of, Imagineers may have learned some valuable lessons from the complete disaster and failure of the Tiana garbage. So I feel like they pre-planned all of this by pre-installing all the power that they were going to need in the right places, by all the data communication being put in the right places, by creating all the media well in advance, knowing, just what limitations they were going to have to operate within. And I think that the thing that I want to see when Ron rides this and gives us all the B-roll footage we're going to use for decades to come, that the only thing that changed on the inside the gravity building is the cardboard cutouts that you ride through in the attraction.
Yeah, and you're going to go. I'll guarantee you, Fozzie with a spinning bow tie is going to be in there, and Gonzo with a chicken, and
cheap things that they could do, like they did.
Did you say cheap 3D tricks? Sorry, Culture, you set yourself up. I couldn't.
I did, but I'll just say that that's my expectations, because again, they did so little when they upgraded Superstar Limousine at Disneyland to what it eventually became, which is hot garbage. That's kind of the level I'm expecting inside the attraction. You won't see things long enough for it to matter, but you will get a real appreciation for just how slow that coaster goes, because it's not speedy.
Any chance we can get a Sweetums costume in there, and somebody somebody saying,
I could
have you seen a rabbit? No, have you seen a bunny? Where?
I would love that. Like periodically coming Sweetums that comes out. Are you kidding me?
It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous to do that. You could have built an animatronic that was half a body that could have done something like that.
Well, no, you know how like in Rise of the Resistance, I forget the guy's name. He's
Kylo
at the
Ren.
very top. Yeah, he comes out and he's an animatronic. And then he goes away. Something like that.
That's a projection. That's a Pepper's Ghost effect. Yeah.
Is that okay? I thought it was an animatronic. I apologize.
No, you're fine. They did everything very well. Again, but like Kylo Ben was that actual animatronic that you go by, that looks like remarkably like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'll
throw you one last thing on this.
Yeah.
All the marketing, they're getting smarter. They know what we're up to. And that is telling the truth. All the marketing here, Statler Waldorf, Scooter, Electric Mayhem, no Kermit. You know why no Kermit?
That's true.
Because as soon as Kermit shows up, we're all going to get mad. Because as soon as Kermit shows up, he's going to be like, hello, everybody. Welcome to Rock and a Roller Coaster. I am definitely Kermit the Frog. And we're going to be like,
lying.
Where's Jim Henson? If they're smart, and they're not, but if they're smart, they will have gone back and got an archival voice from Jim Henson and used that, and everybody will be happy. If you board the thing and there's Kermit saying, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, and I don't care if you have to use AI, but it better sound like Kermit. It better sound like Kermit.
They could just use 11 Labs or one of the free ones that just came out on GitHub. Yeah.
You'd rather not touch those.
Yeah, call Pro. I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
They're not going to touch those dangerous waters. You're absolutely right. They totally left Kermit out, and the other like main. There's no Miss Piggy, right?
Yeah, dangerous waters. You should come. You should stop by my swamp sometime. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to. Dangerous waters. That's Miss Piggy by the punch bowl. Yeah. Sorry, frog humor. All right, Teddy D, go again. Yay! For $4.99.
I could listen to you talk like Kermit all day and not get bored.
Listen, it drives me crazy. I want to go help them because for the past 30 years, they haven't had anybody who can do when he does the wavy arm thing and goes, yay. I want to go explain to them how you do it because Steve Whitmire couldn't do it. The new guy definitely can't. It's yay! It's that. Like, I don't know why you can't do this. Sound like Kermit, darn you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Muppet Show. Yay! Why can't you do that? And then Stormweaver's back. Nice.
Oh my goodness.
For 50. Nice. Stormweaver, what are you doing to us? What are you doing to us? You know what? You're just too good. Thank you, Stormweaver. We appreciate you. Juliet says, goal. That's right. That's right. Of course, all those gifted memberships, folks, we're happy to do that. And WJB Daily, we thank you again. All right. We've got Detailed Devil. Tuner is a movie. The piano tuner cracks safes to save the mentor.
Oh, wow.
Culture, do you know about this one?
No, it sounds great. I'm going to go
looking it up. Yeah, I'm looking this up. We're going to go check it out.
Yeah.
Walter Tomaszewski for $4.99. The man, the myth, the legend. Maybe some of these stolen items might have come from decommissioned rides or displays, and someone in charge didn't properly record that decommissioning.
Exactly. That's what
Could
I
be.
Mm-hmm.
Could be indeed.
Yep.
And then Eric Stratton stopping by to gift 10 amazing memberships. My, oh my, folks, you are just too good to us this time. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate it indeed. Eric Stratton, thank you so much. We haven't been this happy since KK retired.
As we work our way through these scripts, if we're sitting and saying, I wonder if this character can do that, or does this make sense within the rules of Star Wars? That really, he's the keeper of the flame.
And I want you to get out of this office right now. No way. No way.
You brought it on yourself.
I don't want you here. Out.
Sorry, George. I didn't think it would go like this.
Maybe.
Well, then maybe we should go a different route than we did with Indiana Jones.
Is there a problem, people? Excuse me. I believe I asked you to put a chick in this and make her gay.
Kathleen Kennedy is down on set right now, ruining the new Bambi movie.
No problem at all, Mrs. Kennedy.
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the new Prince Eric movie.
Any diverse woman in it, make it tame.
If John...
Every time a membership is gifted, a content creator gets his wings.
Was that gendered language?
We're not at Magic Kingdom, Dad.
Thank you again, Eric. We appreciate you. Albertus is back for $9.99. Soarin' Over California was filmed with a few FX details added. World was digital with CGI additions, transitions, and editing. Now America seems to be all CGI or AI. Real images, Trump fakery. Disney has lost the script. I just can't tell you. The Everglades, I think the trees are real. I think that the cowboy section, I don't know where that was filmed, if it's, Montana, Oklahoma, wherever they did this, where they have the guys doing the cattle drives. That looks real to me. But boy, some of the ones are just so obviously fake. Not well done. And England DG for 10. Ron, sir, I must defer to you for this one. Are the pipes ready?
I think so. Ready?
Are they tuned up? Give us give us a do re mi real quick, Ron. Let's make sure we're ready for this.
Do, a deer, a female deer. Was it do re mi?
All right, he's ready, folks. He's ready to hit the high notes in 3, 2.
Yes.
Sing along to Iger's Dismerica Adventure. Dismerica, where your credit sings, and you buy all the things till you die. Dismerica, all the old will go. New things that don't work, though. Thanks, DEI.
Wow. He sang that with passion and grace.
Here's what I need.
Is there a round of applause for
Here's what I need. I'm going to print that super chat. I'm going to send that into our back chats. Okay? I'm going to put that there. And what I need is, Ron, you and MJ sometime, if you would mind to record that together so we can have the full orchestral feeling to this. If you would mind to record that together, we're gonna make something special out of this. That is too good.
We'll get it done.
I just Golden
That's amazing,
Dream,
Ron.
The
And
Golden
England
Dream
DG.
song. It was how old was I? I don't know if I was 15 or 16, but I actually still have the sheet music, the actual official Disney sheet music to Golden Dream, because we sang it in my show choir when I was like 15 or 16 years old back in high school.
I was expecting you to say that you were part of the team that made the song. I was just at any point I was like, "Yep, and add it to the resume. Add it to the resume."
No, I was too young. But I still prefer the very first original version to the one with all the trills that they have now. I don't like it.
Is America where you're correct? Man, that was good.
We really do have superstars in the chat. You guys are amazing.
And you buy all. Man, I love this. All right, England, we're going to save it. We're going to make something out of that.
Pro's going to sing this while he cooks dinner tonight.
We're going to use it. Doge for 2. Want real? Watch live theater. Yes, and that's where the whole world's going to go as the age of AI is upon us. All right. And they'll go to theme parks too, by the way. Theme parks will be more popular.
Speaking of something that's not AI and live entertainment.
Please, what do you got?
Live entertainment. Captain Cacao is now doing live meet and greets coming to Epic Universe. Holy cow. Breaking news, guys. Amazing.
Get over there.
Culture, it's your mission and your duty to take a picture with Captain Cacao.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm all about it.
Ka-ching Cacao, man. Wow. Wow. Captain Cacao.
There it is.
Wow.
You finally found it. It's the horse sound, Ron. That's the thing. People think it's the P sound, but it's the horse sound. It's the neighing sound.
Leave.
That's right. All right, folks. We got one more story. Let's hop on it. And back to Star Wars we go. It's the grand finale. Thank you so much for being here. One more. Let's do it right now.
I just can't wait for 3 days of you and me.
From Mickey Visit, we've got Grogu Grub on the way, coming to Disneyland and Disney World. It says new Star Wars popcorn bucket, novelties, and food coming real soon. Maybe today. Blake Taylor writing this one. And, okay. What the heck is that? Well, I actually know. I'm faking it, okay? But it doesn't look appetizing. And this is the problem they had with the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, the hotel that failed in like a year. Remember the blue shrimp? There's nothing wrong with being creative. And, you know, it was super creative to dunk giant jumbo shrimp in blue spirulina for a natural blue color that's not bad for you. It's not using, you know, fake food coloring. But there are lines one should not cross, and maybe the blue shrimp was one. This is going in that same bucket. And I'm going to bet you that this is blue spirulina again, which turns things blue and green. And they've done it with caramelized onions. And then they've put that on top of pulled pork with what appears to be, from my eye, I could be wrong about this, but probably melted mozzarella. That's a strange combination, and I just don't know that people want to eat it. I'm sorry. It looks
like a Mike Wazowski burger.
It looks like gummy worm. It's not doing it.
It's giving Monstropolis, not Star Wars.
Gummy worm seaweed is what that looks like. All right, The Mandalorian Grogu jump from streaming to the big screen in their titular film. Releasing on May 22nd, and Disney theme parks will simultaneously open a new version of their weakest Star Wars ride. Wow, let's just get to the point of it, eh? Now starring Din and Grogu. And it goes on to talk about blah, blah, blah that you already know. Novelties and food. That's what we care about. Hello, droid that we'll never really see. What do we got? We got where will the stuff be available? ABC commissary over at Hollywood Studios, Backlot Express, Docking Bay 7, Fairfax Fair, and Hollywood Hills Amphitheater Refreshments. At Disneyland, you can get this stuff at Kat Saka's Kettle, beverage carts in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, popcorn cart in Tomorrowland, and Galactic Grill's seasonal novelty release. Okay, so here's what you can get. Let's get to the pictures. We got the cups. All right, get your little cups. Everybody wants a cup, or you can just get them off Amazon or eBay sometime later. Here we go. We got some Adelphi cheese noodles with fried chicken tip-yip. It doesn't look terrible. It looks okay. So that's macaroni and cheese with what is that? Are those purple potatoes? Culture?
No.
Five little looks like five little purplish colored spuds on a bed of macaroni and cheese with a fried chicken. Okay, that's not bad. You can get a Beskar ingot pop, which is, I'm going to assume, just a fudgesicle. Okay. You can get the bounty bun with spiced beef and pork. Sorry, I went Dr. Seuss in there for a minute. That one to me, it's, you're clever. But if you're not 15, I don't know that you're going to eat that. I just don't know, right? And the macaroons, those are going to be very popular. That'll be what sells. I'll guarantee you. That's the Grogu cookies. Oh, they call them Grogu cookies. I didn't even know that. And back we go into, unless you're like 5, I just don't get it. So we got Oga's Obsession. It says Minute Maid Premium Lemonade, cotton candy flavor, and blueberry fruit juice filled pearls. That's called boba. With a bursting dried fruit mixture and gummy candy frogs.
Ew.
What are you doing here? Like, do you eat it with a spoon? I guess. Boy, that's some kind of strange. And then they got colored popcorn. Nope. You can also get Rhodian, Ration, Rodian. I don't even know, guys. It's green. It looks like Slimer spit up in a cup.
Alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages? Both of those, right?
This is alcoholic. It says Tito's. It's got Pucker Sour Apple Schnapps, Green Apple Sprite. So I guess is that one? No, come on. Ew. This is alcoholic. This little tiny weird looking thing that Slimer spit up in with red nerds. Okay. Slimer spit up with nerds, folks. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not.
It would make more sense, actually. When you said Slimer, if this was Ghostbusters themed, okay, that actually makes a lot more sense.
It's like they don't get Star Wars at all. Okay, so the Spotchka looks pretty cool if you're into that sort of thing. That actually looks like it could be Star Wars. This looks fine. Surabat Valley Greens salad. Okay, go for a salad. This one looks fine. They colored the egg yolk, or the eggs, not the egg yolk, the egg white. That's cool. Coloring the egg white, but you didn't do it so much that it's dissatisfying. Macaroni and cheese and fried chicken again. Okay, cool. And then we've got it at Disney World as well. So, okay, panel, your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on the food options we're getting for Mandalorian? Which, by the way, they don't do this, and I don't know how long they'll keep it. But like if Snow White comes out, they don't release a bunch of new foods. Usually, this is just for seasonal events. But I think they ought to sell the little macaroons, little Grogu cookies. They ought to sell those from now on in Galaxy's Edge. I have no idea why you wouldn't sell them forever now.
Yeah, those I would think will be more popular than any of the colored fake milk things, because those aren't. And they're macaroons, so they're going to be good.
Mud Dragon says those Slimer things are supposed to be Jello shots. I see, but they're not. Oh. I gotcha. So they're like they've made them be much thinner and kind of okay. Yep. I'm with you. One's a non-alcoholic. One is gotcha. 10-4.
I don't know how popular any of this is going to be, because as I was looking at a local cinema that I sometimes go to, the very first showing of Mandalorian for Thursday this week has 1 seat sold. So I'm like, maybe they're trying to make the food unpopular. I don't know. I would try this. It's just out of curiosity. I'm really curious.
They just haven't hit the nail on the head. With this food at Disney. Look, they're trying to do something with the milk colors and all that, but that's disgusting. Okay, let's talk about Dark Universe.
I love how MJ cuts to the point. It's like they're trying to. That's disgusting.
Dark Universe over in Darkmoor, like next to in the ride, I forget the name of that restaurant. God help me. Someone in the live chat can help.
Oh, what's the name, guys?
They have that burger, and it's like food colored to be black, right? Or something like that dark. Okay, so they are getting away with theming with food and the coloring and all these things. Yeah, when you go to the bathroom, you're just going to see the food coloring, because it's notorious that will happen to your stools. But it doesn't taste. They haven't nailed it with the taste. So you're trying to make something cool, but does it taste good? Epic is nailing it with themed food with the coloring. Thank you. Yes, somewhere in there's a restaurant.
By the way, Das Steakhouse is the name of that.
Thank you, sir. And there's like a charcoal dyed burger. It's like I forget the color, but anyway, they're hitting it because people are giving really good reviews. They're like, yeah, this is delicious. But when you go to the restroom, you'll see the color. Culture knows what I'm talking about.
Well, Culture, here's the thing, right? So they're very creative, and I give them kudos for that, and maybe it will work. But when I look at, for this, for example, let's just critique it, okay? Again, I haven't tasted it. It may be the best pulled pork sandwich you've ever had in your life. However, as someone who eats a lot of barbecue and has done barbecue competition stuff, it's a crispy bun, right? They've toasted the bun, and it's probably a harder bread that they're using. When you have that with the very soft caramelized onions, maybe melted, I think that's melted mozzarella, maybe not. And then you've got the pulled pork. And then below that, it looks like you've got also like a cheddar or something. When you've got all that, you've got a lot of squish between two very crispy buns. And the problem there is, like, it seems like somebody said to themselves, how can I make this look otherworldly? And secondary to everything else was, how do I make this actually work as a food? So it's a great Instagram picture, but I don't know that it's really edible. And I don't know that people will want to eat it because it looks like it has gelatinous seaweed on it.
Someone said it looks like it's that once you eat it, it'll look like you gave birth to a Smurf.
I'm liking the comment down there. Troy says, all the colors of breaking wind.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we got to taste it. Are you guys going to taste it? Who's going to volunteer as tribute to get this down?
We'll make Marvin do it.
Oh,
all right. So, but that looks appetizing. Culture, your thoughts on the food offerings for Mando. And it's part of, if you wouldn't mind to talk about more broadly, the marketing behind Mandalorian and Grogu.
Well, I think it's telling that they really are trying to lead with their foot in the door of alcohol. It's really their primary purpose now because of the huge markup they can take on it. This has been coming for a long time with their promotion of bars. The unfortunate thing is, after years of operation, the cantina that's set into the Star Wars area is still disappointing. Not just for drinks, but for any other offerings that are there. The food offerings within this particular area of the park is terrible, whether you're at Disneyland or at Disney World. So, it carries with it a lot of things that I find negative, like a lot of these things I need to identify and what additives have been put in there. MJ was correctly referring to the fact that I don't really need to, or want to track my gastric, expulsions with a rainbow of colors, which is what I'm afraid would happen after consuming this food. So, look, the marketing behind this, the marketing behind the Muppets switch for Rock and Roller Coaster is smarter than anything they're doing that's Star Wars related. This is not, there's not a visual appeal to what they're doing. This is very reminiscent, as you correctly identified, as the Star Wars failed cruise, in a prison cell. Concept was the food that was there wasn't ideal.
The hotel, you mean? The Galactic Star Cruiser.
The prison, the prison ship. Yeah.
No windows and no doors.
Well, there was a door, but you were definitely on a prison ship. And, it's one of those things. And when you actually got into that area, you realize just how nonsensical it was to try to put people in that environment instead of dressing up the area around it and having your cruise unfortunately not be able to take off, but they were going to offer you the best opportunity and opportunities to visit Batuu. There was 100,000 better ways to do this and provide unique experiences, and they didn't invest in any of them. Instead, they closed off an area of their park that could have provided for more expansion space for Pixar and not blocked off access to the expansion area, which is the cast parking lot, which is what Monstropolis is about to finally complete and create, a very bad situation. So,
Culture, I can't let you get away with this.
Okay.
I just can't.
Okay.
Culture.
It doesn't look good.
The people, no, sir. No, sir. Culture. That is a fried piece of chicken upon a bed of macaroni and cheese. I know it's not called this, but let's speak English for a minute, okay? It's like at Starbucks. We can just call it a large. Thank you very much. We know what this is. Culture. there are 5 pieces of reddish colored items. Some would argue there are 6, depending on how you look at it. Purplish, some might say, has Disney incorporated purple potatoes? And you have not even taken the time to say.
I'm going to disavow those being purple potatoes. They're
What do you
likely
think that is?
something else.
Pieces of ham.
They might be red tomatoes. They might be pieces of ham. Or
Hang on a second. I'm looking right now. Served with pancetta, toasted herb breadcrumbs, and sweet and spicy chili sauce. Oh, is that pancetta? You're right. It's not purple potatoes.
Can I ask why they didn't take the amazing opportunity here with the Mandalorian coming out and make the Mandalorian rainbow churro?
They're going to. June is right around the corner. Give them a chance.
He doesn't have the rights.
Quite.
The Blandalorian and cheese in that dish looks very unappealing.
Blandalorian, get out of here!
They're slapping this. They're slapping this on everything. If you want to smell like a bounty hunter, go to Bath and Body Works. They have the whole Mandalorian and Grogu collection.
3 ounces for $60. You can smell like Grogu.
I can't get over it. I want to try the hand sanitizer though. I think Ron and Virginia were going to go live over there, right? Ron, is that what you said?
We've talked about it. I don't know if I'm really up for it.
Smell the candles of the Mandalorian.
You can smell all the colors of breaking wind.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, it feels like to me they are marketing for a $1 billion film what might end up being a $350 million film.
It's bad.
That's how I'm starting to feel about this, and I feel badly for them. I want the food to be good. I'm not here to poo-poo it, to keep on the joke, but I gotta say, if you compare this to what they've got over at Epic, and like Toadstool Cafe is another one of those great places. When you compare this is not. It's just not up there.
How was the cake, Pro, when you tried the new princess from part 2? How was the cake? The theming with taste.
Are we talking about the Princess Peach cake that they delivered at the end of the meal?
The other one. You tried the new one, the blue one, I think.
Did I try that? Oh, that's right. Marv ordered the. They were both okay. I would say that both of the cakes were okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best. The best was the Bowser spicy whatever pasta challenge.
Meatball? Was it the meatball?
Spicy.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the best. It was incredible.
Cool.
No, I take that back. The mushroom soup.
Mushroom soup. Okay.
I fear that Ron is frozen. Do you all fear that Ron is frozen?
When he's scrolling online or doing something else, like it'll freeze his camera.
Ron, you were frozen in the happiest position I believe I've ever seen.
You just have to leave your face like that and then go to the next window. There you go.
Every time.
Yeah.
Ron, my friend, sir, you're going to be serving up a dish without gelatinous blue-colored seaweed worms. Ron, what will we learn over on your dish?
Well, we're going to talk about Michael at the box office winning weekend, which is kind of a surprise. So Michael Jackson makes yet another comeback, this time at the box office, beating back the devil.
All right.
That's right. A flawless victory over Mortal Kombat 2. And we'll be talking about a few other things. Yes, definitely some more of this Disney park stuff. I want to get more into this food thing. That's
food.
Interesting things that I'm discovering.
The Harryhausens that they have at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Ron, we'll see you in just a few. And thanks for being here, buddy. We'll send them over to the dish in just a minute, where we wish, ladies and gentlemen, you'd stick around with Ron.
Yay.
All right, and then there were 3. Whoopee for me, though, folks, because it's time for one final super chat. Wolfle McGruffle, the crime dog, for $4.99. Back for a second. Need advice. New Lego Batman. Oh, wait, let me switch this. New Lego Batman game releases this week. Should I buy? Yes, or definitely.
Man, he goes from Kermit to Batman.
That's my Christopher Nolan style Batman. Yeah. Dark Knight trilogy.
You realize Adam West was the only guy that didn't have to say I'm Batman.
I wish I could do an Adam West impression. I really do.
Yeah.
It would be handy.
Yeah.
Why is it out of the Family Guy voices I got Stewie and Herbert instead of Adam West?
I don't know. Adam West is hard to do. I really feel like I'd have to like listen for hours and like, try to find. You always have to find. The impressionists always say, the great ones always tell you have to find where the starting point is of where they are in order to find their voice. So,
if I've got to do a goofy, I always know to start with the yep, and that's where you go from. You know where to go.
It puts you up here in your throat.
Mm-hmm.
So I know.
Yep. All right, one final super chat. It comes from one of our faves out there, Erica and Raph for 5. Had an aqua fresca for the first time. It was a blue coconut and was delicious. Disney could go in that direction for their Star Wars milks.
Yeah, I think they could do that, or they could go to Fanta. Because don't you want a Fanta?
I wish they would just. I mean, so with blue spirulina, you can naturally color the milk blue.
Yeah.
Just put a little bit in there. It'll add no flavor.
And spirulina is super healthy for you. Holy
crazy
cow.
healthy. It's got phytocyanine in it, which is one of the rarest things you can get out of your nutritional.
And vanilla extract is very good for you as well.
Yes. So just put vanilla and milk and color it blue and call it a day.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. How hard is this?
And you're making something healthy. You could sell it as like one of the few healthy drinks you offer.
Yes, and then have another one that's the vegan version. I don't care. It can be coconut milk with and vanilla. I don't care. This is not hard. Geez Louise, why are we still drinking 10 years later liquid Fruity Pebbles? Let it go.
Let it
go.
I knew it.
We both did it.
All right, magically, MJ with 1L is the name. MJ, tell the folks out there where they can find you and what you're up to on this great, big, beautiful web.
I'm easy to find. I'm here on that Park Place with you excellent people. And Vash Sky Parkcast. We have that every Wednesday and Thursday. That's a lot of fun. Learning so much from him, helping him produce the show. It's been amazing. Looking forward to this week's show. And he has a members only show on Saturdays as well, which is really, really cool. And a few other places. On the Dish with Ron. And I'm on X and Instagram and probably a few other places. So I updated my YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTuber, but I updated my channel so you guys can easily find out where I'm at. If I'm streaming live or if I'm a guest on a podcast. I just got an invitation the other day from the DA, so I'll probably be on there too very soon. Exciting stuff.
Awesome. And Culture, you have a great channel as well as that garden place, but I think, have we already arranged for you to be on the pro show tomorrow? Has it been arranged?
Probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but I'll be there. It's fine. I don't know.
Culture, normally at the end of the show, when we do a Q&A, we have Lauren do this. But would you be so kind as to collect the Q&As for me?
Oh, goodness. Let me see if I can.
Well, here we go. Now, they're not out there yet. Folks, we're going to do this. You just type in Q&A as is shown in the chat. Okay, we've got 400 people watching us right now. However, half of you are on X right now. Half of you are on YouTube. The half that's on YouTube, you can participate in this. And Culture, we're going to take the first 12 Q&As. Now, do you have the power? Do you have the power, Culture, to star them as they come in?
Yeah, I can. I just started you putting the chat out there.
You started the Q&A.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That doesn't count as one of the 12. Okay, Culture. That doesn't count as one of the 12. Just
all right.
Okay.
I'm waiting. I'm observing.
All right. Folks, send in your Q&As. Type in capital Q & capital A. And we'll get underway with the Q&A. We'll put them up there. We'll read them and see what you have to say and answer those questions as concisely and truthfully as the world has ever seen.
Why, you can't open a splash mountain when that mountain ain't got no water. No water. No water. No water.
And so what we've tried to do is really bring that shape language from the architecture. But what we love to talk about at WDI is shape language. And we often refer to shape language.
There's such iconic shape language in Spaceship Reverie Attraction. We really wanted to make sure that we fused to that throughout this.
He designed a sticker, folks.
I'm
It was
telling you,
good.
that kid is like 50 by now.
Probably. Still crying. Still trying to get a sticker out there. All right, Culture. They're coming in fast and furious. What do we got?
Yeah. All right, let's start with the first one. That was, let's see. Well, it disappeared. It's this one. Q&A.
Oh, boy. Culture.
I'm just doing the best I can. Wolfle McGruffle. You want me to read this? Am I Jonas?
Really? Oh my gosh, Culture, come on.
All right, Q&A. Where would you rank The Batman Reeves among Batman movies cinematography wise? Ooh, good question.
It's really difficult for me to rank these because they're completely different tonally. So, for example, the Christopher Nolan films are cinematography gold. Everything about how he sets up his stuff is great. Now, separate that from the controversy with the Odyssey. But then if we want to compare that to Tim Burton, for example, I'm in this completely different world. So it's hard for me to rank the Batman films just because they are so tonally different. But I would say I definitely rank it below 89, and I definitely rank it below the Christopher Nolan. Probably in that mid-tier category for me.
That's fair. All right, we got a next one here from the First Dragon Queen who says, Q&A. Who wants more baby troll pics?
They're so cute. If you guys haven't seen it on her YouTube channel, you're missing out. Adorable.
Please tell me we're not hatching more Wiltons.
I think it's just Wilton as a baby with his dad.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right. Well, next up, we got a Q&A from O2RR, and it is, what is the panel's favorite energy drink?
I don't do energy drinks. It's the devil.
Water?
Yeah.
My favorite energy drink is a special kind of coffee. It is not espresso. It is ristretto. So try it sometime. Go to a coffee shop. Ask them if they can make you a ristretto. If they can make you a ristretto, especially if it's blonde, a blonde ristretto, you're going to have a good time if you like coffee at all.
You know what? I can make them on my Nespresso machine. They have the little pods. Yeah, I have a really insane Nespresso machine. It's ridiculous.
Super cool.
Yeah.
I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, you should. I have a semi coffee bar on the side of the kitchen. Yeah.
Juliet says Q&A. Best ever Superman actor. Bro.
Oh, come on, guys. Really?
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer.
No, I'm going to cheat here. Chuck Norris. No, I'm kidding. Dean Cain is who I'm going to say. I'm going to put Dean ahead of Christopher Reeves. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I think that Superman, it depends on Clark Kent. Everything is about Clark. Superman is a mask he puts on, but Clark is the real guy. And I think Dean Cain was the best Clark Kent there ever was.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm going to have to go with the traditional Superman because I actually have really nice memories watching those with my dad. So that's where I'm.
George Reeves.
By the way,
George Reeves, yeah.
By the way, Texas is out there saying, let me see if I get this. Hang on, Texas. We got to get this up on the screen.
Yeah.
Energy drinks are bad, okay? You shouldn't drink those, okay? Leave them alone, all right?
Well, I mean, they rewire a lot of circuits in your body and your brain. So
yeah, it's bad.
Dude, Culture just said if we drink these energy drinks, it'll rewire our bodies. We should totally drink as many as we can. I don't know, Eric. I think that's going to cause you all kinds of problems. Shut up, Butters. You don't know. Listen to what Culture says. He's a genius.
Yeah, don't drink them. Anyway, Lady Gamester for the Q&A here says...
I love her avatar.
She's great. Does Jonas intend to unmask 2?
I cannot speak for Jonas, but I can tell you that not on that particular show.
I think I may unmask.
Whoa!
Really?
Get out the razor.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get out a razor. So, all right. Another Q&A here from our friend Andrew Brake. Says, what do I need to do to get my apple tree cuttings?
This show just got 30 minutes longer.
I dipped them and planted. It failed. I got new ones and put them in water. The tree is over 100 years old, so I'm trying to get clones. There's actually several tutorials. I'll get around to doing my own.
It doesn't say clones. It says colons. They want colons out of this tree. So could you help us figure out how we go from tree to colon?
It means clones.
Oh.
Anyway, look, what you're trying to do is definitely something that you should do, especially from old stock like that. But keep in mind that the goal is to get good advice from somebody else that has done it successfully. especially from your type of apple. There's a difference. I have a lot of experience with citrus, not so much with apple trees. And yes, they're all fruit trees, but they have particular preferences. I think you should probably look into the peroxide soak. That would probably help because it helps to break down some of the outside lignin structure to allow for root growth. But that's a different conversation. So go ahead. What?
Let me understand this correctly. You were just recommending for somebody to do a peroxide soak.
Yeah,
it's
a ratio.
Hold on, for lithium. Okay. You want to wipe out the lithiums?
Lignin.
The lignins?
Lignin.
So that they can rut around.
No, you want to. Okay, so in order to get roots to form,
what if the living daylights is a root?
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Culture is the only person on the planet that you can say, excuse me, what is the route to get to the next location? And somebody says, oh, I'm sorry. Here we say route. Culture is the only person who would be like, let me tell you the route you need. The route to the next restaurant is this way.
I can say the word route, and I can say it your way. I can say it your northerly ways. I can say it route.
I say route.
Yeah, route.
Route 66, please.
It's a route.
It's a Rut 66. All right, what do we got? Can Star Wars be saved by Disney?
Yeah.
Yes. Will it be is a different question. They need to get out of the way of Jon Favreau and say, buddy, it's yours. Filoni is just here. He's going to approve everything you say. You're the guy who's made billions of dollars at the box office. We keep making you not be able to succeed. So it's yours. And wipe out the sequel trilogy.
All right. Real quick, this one is easy. I think MJ can get it. MJ, who has the power of Grayskull?
Oh, I don't know. That beats me. And I usually have an answer for most
MJ,
things.
can you just say, I have the power?
Okay. I have the power. There.
Flip it.
Pro.
What?
Who has the power of Grayskull?
I don't know.
Is it Snarf? Snarf.
Hey, man. Okay, let's move on. Save Physical Media in the house says, Q&A. Will Pro Face reveal be better than Kiss Lick It Up video? Lick it up.
It better be, because that about wiped out Kiss, huh?
He just finished working on the third nostril. It's all gone now.
That's right.
It's going to be safe.
Plug it up.
Anyway, Doge Pal in the house for Q&A saying, what will you credit Josh D'Amaro for doing right as CEO, if any? Well, he hasn't really had time yet, in my opinion. What do you say, Pro?
He's already making some good moves, and we have been positive towards him in that regard. He has done something that I don't think we had anticipated, which is he has basically made the entire thing be about him and his CFO and the head of his board, and we have heard almost nothing from Dana Walden.
Yeah.
And that could have been a real problem for him, because if she was getting a lot of attention, she becomes somebody who can take him out. And he's handled that pretty darn well. The other thing is seeing that the entire executive team went straight to Lucasfilm within a week or two of him being the CEO, that they all flew to San Fran and spent a day at Lucasfilm. That's a good sign for their recognizing where their huge deficits are and where they need to fix things.
Yeah. At least they're paying attention, so I agree. This is from Starport73 saying, Q&A, you're CEO of Disney. What ride or attraction would you put in the old Stitch's Great Escape? It wasted space for years. Pro, what's your answer?
I think I'd like to hear MJ's thought on this one, because MJ's a park expert. MJ, what would you put in Tomorrowland in that particular spot?
Well, I remember we all talked about it one time, that we would probably do some kind of updated alien encounter type of experience, something with NASA, because inspired by Rocky. I thought that would be really, really cool. Something that's not IP driven, something that's I understand Project Hail Mary is a IP movie, but what I'm thinking is something like an experience for kids to get educated on space and the planets, and something fun and interactive, like a really cool interactive show.
Culture, what would you
do? Indoors. Mm-hmm.
I think I'd return the extraterrestrial attraction, and other than that, I would get out Mission to Mars, because we genuinely could do a mission to Mars in the same vein that she's talking about. I think audiences would get a genuine kick out of the reason that system was built in the first place.
So I would put up all kinds of signs for what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
That would warn kids, and I would tell the cast members, we're not letting kids of a certain age on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Magic Kingdom can have a scary thing on it. I never liked the argument that you can't have a grown-up ride on Magic Kingdom because it's a park for kids.
Wrong.
I would put Alien in there because they have the rights now to Alien. I would have Ripley in there, and I would go all out with a xenomorph in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's what I would do with it. I would base it on Alien.
That was the original concept of the extraterrestrial adventure. And Andrew, you're very welcome. Just make sure you find a reputable gardener that has already done this process. And again, the hydrogen peroxide soak, that was very specific. You're going to need to look that up and find out what to do with your roots. And if you're trying to clone like that, but you can also make a clone on the tree. This is a different way to do it, is to take the tree branch, and instead of doing a root clone, you actually clone it right from the tree, one of the extra branches or shoots that it sends off. And after it has several real leaves on it, you can cut the lignin in a band about an inch and take the first layer of bark down to the lignin, scrape it down so you get to the internal part of the cellulose structure of the tree. Then you can take a water bottle, cut it in half, take the lid off, and surround the tree limb with that. Fill that bottle with soil, whatever it is, and it will root right there on the tree. And then you cut right below it. It'll root in that soil over the course of a few weeks.
I got to know something though. I got to know something, Culture.
Yeah.
Cool.
Who in your family said the word rut instead of root? Who did you pick that up from?
My grandpa.
Where is your grandpa from? Because I know where you live, and I know
Missouri.
that's not. Knew it. Okay. Yep. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That is so cool where you live that you have Missouri accents and dialect pieces still carried from your grandpa. That is really cool.
It's still from my family. Yeah.
No, it's so cool, man, because I appreciate it.
My dad does it too. So
I appreciate you keeping that because a lot of people, they will, change the way they speak and the way that they talk. And I find that it's important to save the really cool parts of our loved ones and to carry on the way that they speak. And so I really appreciate that you do that. So even though I give you a hard time from now on, Culture, I'm not going to stop giving you a hard time.
Oh, no, it's fine. I don't care. You know that.
But I want you to know that underneath that giving you a hard time is actually an appreciation that you're doing that.
I appreciate it. And look, Purple Brain, it's Route 44 for y'all.
Route 44.
No, Route.
Route 44.
Okay, so how do you spell boot?
B-O-O-T. Boot.
OWT out. All right, we may have one or two more. Let me keep scrolling. I'm sorry. I'm not Jonas, and I'm not the other fellow, Lauren. Yeah, where's Lauren? Lauren is usually hanging out.
He's getting the next pro clip ready to go in about 5 minutes.
Cool. All right, I'm trying to find more Q&A, but I don't see anything.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think this is a good way to say goodbye to everybody. Yeah. Folks, we hope you've had a good time. It is great seeing everybody out there. I see that Lauren is out there as well. Folks, we will be live again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern talking Mando, KK, and more. And folks, it'd be great if you're there with us. Thank you for being the superstars that you are. The dream to stream comes true only because of you. And even when there was a glitch for 6 months on the Pro Channel, we overcame it because this is the greatest community out there. We never forget it, not for a minute. We win it because of you.